everybody, and welcome to Front Porch. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning, y'all.
Brother Nair is on the other side of the glass, y'all. Thank you for joining us on this 7th day of January 2025, Trivia Tuesday, as it were. We're beginning our broadcast from the historic campus of Xavier University from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. So, you know we home. www.wbok1230.com is the address. If you want to stop on by, grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug, or a tumbler of your favorite frosty or steamy adult beverage. Mind your manners. Say good morning. Holla at your people. Kick it with us for the next 3 hours as we continue to examine this world through a 504 focused scope. And of course, the number one top ranking way we love to hear from each and every one of y'all is the WBOK 1230 AM talk line. 504-582-9422 is the number. Holla at your people. Let us know what's going on. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Uncle Gray. How you doing this morning?
Wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good. It's Trivia Tuesday.
It certainly are.
Today is January 7th. Happy birthday to Allison Javon Kelso.
There you go.
That is my
Many happy returns of the
childhood
day,
friend turned sister-in-law.
There you go. There you go.
Today is her birthday, so I hope she has a
Oh, that was one
wonderful day.
person?
Yes, that's one person.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was like a family.
That's her whole name. Today is her birthday. I have been friends with Allison since I was 2 years old, and now I've been married to her brother for 20 years.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a New Orleans story right there,
It
Jack.
literally is.
That's a New Orleans story, man.
It literally is.
We do relationships and friendships, I think, like nowhere else. So many other places are transient.
Yes.
Folks come in, and for some folks, New Orleans was that.
Uh-huh.
They come in, working in the industry, pop in for a year, 2 years, 3, and then leave. Some people came for the weekend. It's 40 years later. They ain't never left. But yeah, it happens. It has. But 40-year friendships are not unusual.
No.
In the city, it's not.
They are not. I remember when I was teaching high school, we were having conversations because girls are mean. In middle school and high school, some of it thins out, but some of it gets worse. And we were talking about the fact that a lot of them don't maintain their friends. And then when you challenge young people, what about you? Sure, let's talk about me. I have friends who I've maintained friendships with. Like I said, Allison has been my friend since dancing school, so I met her at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my other good friends, Natasha, she and I met in kindergarten, still friends. We still hang out. And, I've mentioned other people over time that I meet. I vet people before I start calling them friends. And a lot of people don't do that. They vibe with people. They have the same common interests, and bit bam boom, they're friends. And my parents didn't teach me about friendships that way. Just like I got to measure even family members about trustworthiness and the characteristics that they have that may lend me to be closer to them beyond just cordial niceties that you exchange, like when families meet. But a lot of kids and a lot of young people, they're quick to call people friends, and then
That's because there's a button for that. There's a button for that.
But there's
a button for
not.
that. There's a button for that.
There's not.
But if you don't know the difference,
yeah.
If you've never been taught the difference of what that is, and to know one, you got to be one.
Yeah.
Because then you know what it's not.
Right.
Because if you're not a friend,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be hard pressed to recognize what one is.
And then also knowing yourself enough to discern who you want to maintain relationships with.
Oh yeah.
And regardless of how they have come to you, I don't think a lot of emphasis for the generations after us has been, I don't know, I don't think it's been cemented as I think the silent generation and the baby boomers, like they made that a thing so that you knew. There are some things that have been lost with
Yeah.
Gen X parents.
And see, I don't know where them kids are as far as them designations, but like my nephew Ryan and Wally, they met each other in high school. Now they still jelly jam tight, and the kids, they know each other. You know, it's reminiscent of us growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you gotta see it and be around it and understand it, because some people don't have no friends.
Yeah.
Some people don't have no friends.
Yeah.
Some people have kids and don't have no friends.
Yeah.
Don't have nobody that you could exhibit friendship to, that you can show more so than talk about what a friend is and how that works. Or have somebody over there that is a friend and tell them stories that make your kids laugh and embarrass them about friendship and going through stuff. But unfortunately, there are people who don't have friends. And that's and don't get me wrong, that's not acquaintances, people that you know, but I'm talking about people who you can depend on, people who you can
leave things with.
They call you, say, look, boom, can I do, where, when, what do you, it's not even a question, baby, which is it, and it's not, like I say, to know a friend, you got to be a friend.
Yeah.
To know a friend, you got to be a friend. And I would hope that everybody has had that, but unfortunately, I know.
Nope, that's not the case.
That's not the case for everybody.
It's definitely not the case. So I keep friends like luggage. Once I know that you are a friend, yeah, like we like glue.
Oh yeah, but you earned that.
Yeah.
I'm not your friend. Friendship is not something that I give you like a handshake. I don't. That will never happen, because I've got a real firm definition that I've tried to teach mine what friendship means and show them.
Yeah.
Show them.
Yeah.
I say, name 3 of my friends. Boom, boom, boom. Can you do that? They'll and some probably there's an uncle in there.
Yes.
And there's an honorific.
Your friends that are like family become the aunties and uncles.
That is exactly correct. Yeah. And it's that friendship, their kids become cousins in a way, and y'all grow up together like that. Some of it stays together. And I'm talking about the kind of friends where you don't have to talk every day.
Right.
Where you might not talk to each other for 4 months and pick it up just like you was together at lunch yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a special kind of friendship. And I'm blessed to have those because I think I am that. That's why. And our class, and one of the things, the class at McMain was a small class, 79 graduates in the class of 79.
Oh, wow.
Boom, shakalaka.
Wow.
And there's a core group of us that are still
tight.
Yeah, but we came from Allen. I've been tight with some of my friends, I'm telling you, since elementary school. It's one of those questions with, how long you been knowing Mike? Man, I don't remember not knowing that dude. When I started knowing, he was there. He was there. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. It's Trivia Tuesday. We're going to see y'all on the other side of the break. find us online. Did you know that you can now listen to your favorite show whenever you want? How? Just go to www.wbok1230.com. Click on the Talk tab and select your favorite show. There you'll see your favorite host and the show from each day. And be sure to follow us on Facebook at WBOK1230AM, Instagram at WBOK.1230, and TikTok at WBOK1230AM.
Good morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. The President and First Lady grieving with families and community members 5 days after the attack that killed 14 people in the French Quarter. The Bidens visited the Groy Memorial on Bourbon Street Monday, laying a bouquet of flowers at the base of 14 crosses. They also met privately with families, survivors, first responders, and law enforcement impacted by that attack. The first couple then attended an interfaith prayer service for peace and healing hosted by the Archdiocese of New Orleans at St. Louis Cathedral. Now, during the vigil, the President and First Lady placed a single candle at the altar that was described as a, quote, candle for our nation as a sign of our solidarity and grief and unity and hope. Moving forward, the city of New Orleans now has the full extent of federal resources for the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras. SEER is a rating the federal government gives large-scale events based on attendance and threat level. The Super Bowl is already considered a SEER 1, and now Mardi Gras is as well. SEER 1 is the highest ranking, meaning it poses the highest risk. And this morning, officials identifying another victim who was hurt in the attack. Adam Costi is originally from New Jersey, but has lived in New Orleans, working at the National World War II Museum. He served 11 years of active duty in the United States Army. We're told he was hit by the suspect's truck on his walk home. We're told Adam will need surgery and rehab to walk again. His first surgery is scheduled for today. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. Have a great day.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month, a service of the community scientist and Rise St. James. This month, we're focusing on lead, a heavy metal that's dense, soft, and poses serious health risks. In Cancer Alley, lead exposure from industrial emissions or contaminated soil can significantly increase cancer risks and other health problems. Stay informed and protect your health. For more information, visit risestjames.org.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Bank.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Justin, Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, y'all, right here on Trivia Tuesday. Doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everybody out there on the front porch. We see you. Cam and Wally Real. Where at Earl? Coleman. 52 years today, Howard Johnson. How old were you in
That the Black Panthers? Something?
He was not a Panther. He was a veteran.
Okay.
Navy veteran.
Well, 52 years is 5 years ahead of me.
Yes, ma'am. So you wouldn't remember that.
No.
I was supposed to be going downtown to the show
Mm-hmm.
and was
For
mad.
those of you who don't live here, know what the show is. When somebody says they're going to the show, they don't mean The Broadway theater, they mean the movie theater. That's
Going to
what
the
the
show.
show is.
They were supposed to go into the show. I think I was 9 or 10,
Oh,
and couldn't. I said, boy, you know, they shut down. Mark Essex shut down. He was on top of the Howard Johnsons.
picking people off?
He killed several people. Killed an assistant police chief. He killed a couple other people, and they he wound up being killed too. But yeah.
He wound up unalive.
Oh no, they did, and I remember, man, that he shut down the city for close to 3 days.
Okay.
Something like that, close to 3 days.
Cam said, my mama said show all my life.
Oh,
I think the show is short for picture show, maybe.
could be,
Yeah.
could be. I know we was going to the show. We were supposed to be going to the show.
What were you going to see, remember?
I don't remember what we was going to see, but I know we was going downtown because whatever we was showing, I remember we was going to the Lowe's State.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember asking my mama how close that was to where the man would shoot.
Yikes. Yikes.
Why ain't nobody going downtown? Because they did. They literally, he did, not they. He did.
Lowe's State
Shut
Theater.
it down, the Lowe's State. Yeah?
What is that now? Is that a hotel?
Um,
Because I feel like I used to see the sign. I don't know that I've been downtown to pay attention to
the Joy was
LOEWS.
right there, the
I
Sanger.
feel like that
And then it
sign up
was-
for a while, if it's not still up.
Yeah, I know they got a Lowe's Hotel, but the
Mhm.
Lowe's State Theater, it was on Canal, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
the Lowe's State was on Canal,
Mhm.
and I think it is a jewelry center now.
Okay.
Because it was Canal between Rampart and the two mazes, Rampart and Elk Place.
Okay.
Between Rampart and Elk Place.
Mhm.
That was the Lowe's State, and I think the facade, because that's where you walk onto one of the few places where you walk on Canal Street on the uptown side of the street, and you walking toward the river,
Okay.
or you toward the lake, but there's that half circle overhead that
Mhm,
used to be the
mhm,
facade
mhm.
for the Lowe's State. Yeah. Lowe's is still up on Canal Street. That's still up there. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I know there's a Lowe's Hotel. There are quite a few, but I'm looking for the Lowe's State.
Yeah, the Lowe's State Theater. That's what because that's when it was. Cause that's where we supposed to be. And you know, if the Howard Johnson was right down the street from that. Howard Johnson was on.
I don't ever remember a hojo being on Canal
Oh
Street.
yeah.
Now,
Well, after
what
that,
was
they
that?
didn't
What
have
was
it
that
no more.
hotel that was on the corner of Canal and Claiborne?
Turned it into an old folks' home, and then they tore it down.
Then they tore it down.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the
yeah.
bands used to stay there. Like when
Oh, yeah.
I think Southern, when they used to come in for Bayou Classic for a long time, they stayed in that hotel.
I don't remember the name of it, but their reputation was poo.
Mm. Well,
It really and it didn't get any better after they went private and turned it into an old folks home. It was still suffering some of the same conditions, plumbing. Well, it was an old building,
Mhm.
and I guess whoever owned it just didn't want to.
said no
The
thank you.
Palace, I think, the Delta, yeah, right there on Canal and Claiborne.
So yeah, right.
It's a parking lot now with big empty open space right now.
Okay. So the State Palace Theater, one that you were talking about, the Lowe's, it was constructed in 1926 for the
Mhm.
Lowe's Theater Circuit. And it in 76 it was tripled, or it got expanded or whatever, and then they talked about the State Police Theater was the epicenter of the Southern rave scene in the 90s. So I'm assuming that they had some different things. I wouldn't know.
It turned into a
nothing
live
about that.
music venue because it was big. I remember because 76 was the bicentennial.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and the Lowe's was a theater, and then it turned into like a music venue.
Okay.
They would have live acts, and I think you might be able to show shows in there. But yeah. That was the Lowe's statement. That's where we were supposed to be going when Mark Essex was on top of the Howard Johnson.
Well,
Yeah.
there's that. But I do remember seeing the sign, and you can still see the what's the word that I want to say?
Marquee?
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. The marquee, of course, is still up there, just like the joy, which is right across the other side. Let me see what. Listen, nope, you did that to yourself, sir.
That's you.
You
Now,
did
just
that
so
to yourself.
full disclosure, I'm laughing because, as you all know, yesterday there was a comment made by Mark.
Mm-hmm. You did that to yourself. You
And
said
look what
it.
he said today.
I said I was gonna go over it, but then I appreciated that you read it out loud.
Graylin, yesterday my wife told me that she always does a Mardi Gras tree and there's nothing lazy about her. Man, you almost got me in trouble.
You
Thanks.
almost got yourself in
Bruh,
trouble.
you wrote it.
Yep.
You wrote it.
You should write, text, email like you expect it to be read in court. This could be the court of in-house opinion, the court of public opinion, or the actual any circuit court that you could be in. You did it to yourself, sir.
You know, I wanna. I'm curious. Did she hear because she's a listener? Or did somebody rat
right.
you out?
You know what Mark said on the front porch.
See, now that you got me in it.
Now, if Mrs. Joseph is a listener, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate it. But she knew that because she might be on listening and watching it on Facebook. She might have saw what you wrote. But even if she didn't.
And so now, Mark, you have yourself to thank for that.
There you go. And listen, my friend, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm. Josh says that the Days Inn was clean in the 80s. I remember it because I remember the college bands would stay there for performances. Now, it did start to get a little jinky. I don't remember if it was in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
It went
down.
But
I do recall that it started to get pretty gross.
Down. Because there were the other end of Canal Street was being built up.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the new hotels were going up, and just that Canal was not. I know it was on the blueprint for the future, but they hadn't gotten that far yet. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't have the wherewithal to stick it out till they got to you,
right?
You just
that was a wrap,
and that was a wrap for you.
She was busy at work. Her nosy friend called. Now I have to watch what you... Listen, let me tell you this. You don't have to watch what you say. You can say what you want to say. Just mean to say what you said.
See that? Now see, even sometimes y'all see on the front porch, we don't have no ill intention toward nobody.
Not at all.
Nobody.
Not at all.
But all right, nosy friend.
You gotta say what you
say
it with your chest.
It also begs the question: is the nosy friend a listener?
Say it with your chest.
It's purely selfish, Mark. We want all the listeners we can get, man. You know, and if some of them happen to be nosy, what can you do?
It is what it is.
That's funny, man.
But
that's
again,
funny.
Say it with your chest. Don't start crawfishing. You said
it. We were talking.
Did you say this? I did. I did. Now we can discuss how you feel about what I said, but I did say this, in fact.
Yeah, yeah. The Days Inn is on the riverside. The Days Inn is on the riverside of Canal, and the Palace, that was on the lakeside of Canal. Mm-hmm. I mean, on Claiborne Boat, yeah, they're right across from each other. Because both of them are still in a...
Defunct.
Well, no, one of them gone.
Defunct.
And the other one is, I think what used to be the Days Inn is still under repair. It's been, you can see it from the interstate.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
You can see it from the interstate. It's literally right at Claiborne. As you're going across the bridge, it looks like an old Days Inn with balconies and whatnot,
it looks
but
very dangerous.
Very empty.
It looks very dangerous. We're not home wreckers, my love. Your friend, because we didn't go tell your wife. Your wife co-worker went and said, we didn't
wreck
that.
your home, bro.
We just repeated what you said.
Nosy friend. Mm-hmm. Please step, because you know on the front porch, we say take your charge.
Yes, we do.
Don't let us get pilloried, nosy friend, because
nosy friend went and told.
Because nosy friend, and just like my people, now come on, y'all are blaming us. Now, what make you think that lady wouldn't have called and told your wife, even if she saw it, because you wrote it, cuz? You forgot?
The funniest thing though, if that's the thing that made her go tell, she really just that nosy friend ain't been listening long enough.
Nosy friend. Nosy friend.
Nosy friend not on their job.
You got to come forward, nosy friend. You got to stand on your 10 toes down and say, "Yep, I saw it.
I called,
and I called and I told her. And I'm gonna tell you why. Come on, nosy friend.
Nosy
Buck
friend.
up. And look, Josh, if you gonna side Jeff, try to get the nosy friend. Don't get on us too. Don't side with Mark. Mark
How
ain't in
about
the
that?
right.
How about
Mark
that?
ain't in the right.
He said what he said. Nosy friend went told.
Come on, nosy friend.
We said okay. I don't know why that's on us.
But again, blaming the messengers.
I ain't do it. I ain't do it. You didn't do it. You read what was there.
Read
Read what was there. Did not
operative
create.
word,
Did not.
read.
Did not connect the dots or anything. We read what you wrote, sir. Come on now. Do better. Make better
Yeah.
choices.
And say it.
Which just.
And well,
And
'cause
mean what you
I know
said.
people be at work and they can't call sometime. But listen, when it's important enough, y'all done snuck to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Tell it.
We'd have been in the conversation.
Tell it.
And y'all done snuck to the bathroom. Put your
Mhm.
head down in the corner with your eyes done roll all the way up to your forehead. You're looking over the top of your cubicle trying to make sure ain't nobody. Yeah, let me tell you what's going on.
Right.
You know you done it.
Y'all
so if
did
you
it.
need an opportunity to call, I'm sure you can find a way to do so.
And it's cool. It's cool.
And we don't need no NDA, man. Never
Not
no
at all.
NDA
For
on the
what?
front porch.
For what? We don't operate
We
like that.
disclose everything. What do you
Mhm.
mean? You don't need a non-disclosure on the front porch.
If it was said, it was read, and as
Ooh.
long as it doesn't violate the FCC's,
We
it's fair
don't run
game.
from it. You know that.
It is fair.
You know
game.
that.
Make peace with that and make better choices.
Y'all family. We always talk to y'all as the front porch family. Okay? And that's what we doing.
Absolutely. Now, Josh said New Orleans seemed cleaner when we had the fountains under the bridge. I don't know so much about that. I know the fountains were pretty when they first had them. Are they still there? Because I
I
feel
don't
like
know
at
if
some point people were sleeping on the fountains.
Yeah?
It was pretty, but it also seemed like a waste of money to me as a child. It seemed like
the thing
a waste.
I think with the advent of explosion of the homeless population, they were being used as public
deterrent,
as public bathrooms and toilets and different things like that. And the aesthetic that it brought to the city at one time was now being utilized in a completely different way.
It was
that
used
was
as
not
a functional,
Yeah, and it wasn't good.
functional service for
It wasn't
people
good,
who
man.
did not have services
But
otherwise.
and that's indicative of what's going on. It's a societal thing. It's like, man, how you got so many people out there in this country that can't take a bath. They ain't got a place to go inside the house. They can't take a bath. Taking a bath in the public fountain. Now, some of that mental illness, yeah, maybe. But a lot of it is ignorance and ignoring what is going on right in front of your eyes
Absolutely.
because you've got yours, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
More to come on that. Much more to come on that.
Oh, see, now that's a disclaimer.
But that's for you still, Mark.
That's
not
and, it's,
for us.
and I want you to know, and I'll just like we read the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Mark says, to whom it may concern, sometimes I say things I don't mean. Now, we laugh and clown on the front porch all the time, and we encourage that. And a
Mhm.
little lightweight needling about your spouse. I talk about mine. I have in the past before. I've talked about other people's. I do what I do. And we laugh about it because there's no ill intent ever.
No.
Ever. And I think everybody who tunes into this show knows
Are
that.
very
There's
aware.
never no ill intent. So, nosy friend, we haven't forgot about you.
Listen,
I
take
don't
your
know
charge.
your intent.
Take your
So
charge.
why don't you call
for sharing information?
for sharing information? They call and
Mhm.
say, yeah, that's my girl. And he said it. I thought she should have known.
Mhm.
There you go.
There
Now,
you go.
and again, I agree with Mo. He was making a joke because what you probably didn't tell him was in the message was the smiley face.
Correct.
He ended the message
With lighthearted.
lightheartedness.
Yes.
As this is a joke. Because some of y'all write JK. I think
Just
that's how you
kidding.
do or whatever.
Yes.
You know, or whatever you do to indicate that it was
A joke.
a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you call and you pass that message on, knows the listener, knows the friend.
So if you're going to tell it,
tell it all. Tell it all. You understand?
Tell it all.
Don't tell the part that you think gonna draw the reaction that you hoping you was gonna get when you call.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know if you say that last part, you might not get that reaction, right? Come on, nosy
You're gonna
friend.
carry the bone, carry all of it.
Y'all
Please and
something.
thank
Y'all starting off 25 like this?
you. Well,
Really?
there's much more to come. As
Ah,
I said.
y'all gonna be all right.
It's much more to come.
Y'all gonna be all right.
I don't even want to get into the news. I want to keep it right here. I know we can't, but that's definitely what I
Well, that's honest.
I want
Smoke
to.
said she called because she thought it was funny.
Well, good.
I thought it was funny too. So you ain't getting no trouble. So
Right.
you stunned. You got us going through all this year, and you ain't really getting no trouble.
Give it all a fine print, and you wasn't in trouble. She just, what you said about me?
You know. Yeah, come on, eat some of this yakka meat. No, that was Wally made the yakka meat. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yakka
I'm
meat.
conflating. Wally, how was your yakka meat now?
How was your pho yaki gam pho
Oh,
yaki main?
I
What did
got
we
a
call
text.
that yesterday? Pho.
What? Hold on. I'm about to pull up.
It was a blended of 3 dishes. It was a blending of 3 dishes on yesterday.
Farayak.
Okay.
That's what Walter sent me.
Farayak.
Farayak.
Mm.
Pho, ramen,
Ramen and
yakami.
yakami.
Farayak.
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 So that is another iteration of another dish from the Front Porch.
3 words.
Yes. Suchi and Farayak now. So if you say those or use those terms, they belong to
Yeah.
us. Yes. He was off the chain. Well, a chain that is wonderful.
Ooh, I bet it was.
How
brother.
was your ramen and your steak?
I just ate the
You
steak.
just
Because I had to run, I had to leave, I had to go, and I told you when I got to the girl,
yes.
and got up to the airport, and then
Mhm.
bring my mind. By the time I got, I'm like, you
I'm
know
just
what?
hungry.
I'm
We just
hungry.
gonna
I'm too hungry to cook. It's
Mm.
already cooked, and here we go. You what I got? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, I'm
Meat.
gonna eat that.
I eat it up.
I'm gonna eat
And
that.
you're right, boy. I thought about that. The weather was perfect last night for some yakima.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect last night. It's gonna be that way for a couple of days too. I think this is our winter, so this is it.
This is it.
You know.
Justin keeps making this face when he hears sushi. Are you concerned? Are you curious about what sushi is?
I don't think you're not familiar with the restaurant sushi, are you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No clue.
Soul food sushi.
Okay. I think Nairn was talking about that
Oh
yesterday.
yeah. See, if he and Jazz has spent any time together, yes, sir.
Yeah.
2025. I told y'all somebody's got a project 2025. Y'all sleep.
Sushi, the Miss Greater Nola pageant. Because it can't be just the Miss Nola pageant. Because they opened the boundaries of where people can
And the
participate.
celery phone.
And what other things are on tap?
Celery.
Are we that? Yeah, the celery farm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on. Ideas that may come to fruition.
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy upon all of us.
Hot gumbo juice with a cup of chicory coffee.
Why? Why?
Well, soul food, yeah, bro. That's good. It could be.
It could have.
It could be. But
Mm.
y'all eat more than cat. Y'all eat snapper. Y'all eat trout.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Soul food, yeah. Come on now. Whiting in some parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh, it's different kind.
We had a sample of the sushi.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
There-
Jazz,
there
started
is
working
some-
on that.
There
already.
is some food science being worked.
Mhm.
I'll say that, and I'm going to leave it right there.
There you
Mainly because we got to take this quick break. Y'all. You tuned into the Front Porch, WBOK, 1230 a.m., what New Orleans is talking about.
all day long.
Don't go nowhere. We'll see y'all on the other side of the breaker.
This is your news update for WBOK 1230 AM from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU first warning weather alert day because of the extremely cold weather. We'll feel like we're below freezing for much of the morning. Hard freeze is possible on the North Shore, so protect your pipes and plants. Highs today rise to the mid-40s with sunshine. More below freezing temperatures tonight and Wednesday morning. Rain returns Thursday and Friday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Trying to grow your business or increase traffic to your location? We can help. WBOK 1230 AM has a number of solutions that will meet your individual needs. Give one of our consultants a call today at 504-582-9420 or email us at info@wbok1230.com. And remember, an investment with WBOK is an investment in our community. Call today.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
The unimaginable happened in our beloved city early New Year's morning. A terrorist attack on Bourbon Street, wreaking death and destruction. As we pray for the victims and the families touched by this horrific act of inhumanity, we are reminded by our health experts that all of us have suffered a measure of distress, be it ever so subtle. Like many of you, in the wake of this tragedy that tore through the heart of our city, I am still trying to cope with the feelings of anger, despair, shock, and confusion. I reached out to my friend Dr. Corey Hebert, medical editor for WWL-TV, who says the feelings that we are experiencing are natural following a traumatic event. Dr. Hebert says whether we admit it or not, no one is unaffected by what's happened. He referred me to the National Institute of Mental Health webpage, where you can find information about coping with traumatic events. Health experts define such events as scary, shocking, or dangerous experiences that can affect someone emotionally or physically, leaving us with a range of reactions: anxious, sad or angry, trouble concentrating and sleeping, continually thinking about what happened. Mental health experts say most people will recover as those reactions lessen over time. If not, they are encouraged to seek professional help. Health officials also recommend some practical things you can do for yourself: avoiding the use of alcohol, spending time with relatives and friends who are supportive, engaging in exercise and mindfulness, or other activities that reduce stress. As we struggle to recover from this unspeakable tragedy, let's remember to be patient, kind, and compassionate with each other. We can reduce the stress and quicken trauma recovery with good behavior and gracious words. This is Norman Robinson, Off the Top.
Hi, this is Cary Grant. Let's elevate every Tuesday through Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. as we discuss the community, the country, and the world, from politics to current events and sports. We look forward to your input and continuing the quality programming on your community station, WBOK. Join us every Tuesday through Thursday, 6 to 7 p.m. on Elevated Conversations, the Arnie and Cary Show.
Flu cases are at critical levels. I'm Dr. Takesha Charles Davis, President and CEO of New Orleans East Hospital. It is so important that our community gets its flu vaccine. Millions of people are hospitalized every year with flu complications, and thousands of those cases result in death. Flu Ready NOLA urges you to protect yourself and your loved ones by getting your flu shot today. Visit a healthcare provider, pharmacy, or hospital to get your shot and be flu ready, NOLA.
Welcome to Liberty Bank and Trust, where your financial journey transforms communities. Since 1972, our customized banking solutions power your dreams and fuel your community growth. Every dollar you invest with us circles back to empower more people, ensuring opportunities for generations. Join us at Liberty Bank. Together, we empower possibility. Visit libertybank.net to start banking with purpose. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryan Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
But adjusting on the other side of the glass, y'all, right here on Trivia Tuesday, bringing it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Soul Food Sushi.
Soul Food Sushi.
That's right, baby. It's coming.
It's a lot of things that are on its way. On my drive-in this morning, I was thinking about the stories we keep hearing about schools and like how much progress the schools have made and blah, 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 blah. And it triggered a thought from when I was teaching about how to make things easier or to help kids with special needs or just kids who are having difficulty finding their way with multiplication. And have you ever heard of Napier's bones?
Not in the way that I want to share on the air.
Oh boy.
Napier's bones.
Napier's bones.
No.
Well, there's something called the Napier's tablets. I'm not gonna get into the history of all of that, but at any rate,
Okay.
it helps with multiplication, like kids learning their multiplication facts. And it's these column shaped things that look like, well, I mean, I guess you could call columns, you can call them these are the bones. So with each multiplication fact, it walks you through which one is, but it helps you through multi-digit multiplication as well. So, of course, the first times table is times 0 for all of them. So it tells you what the answer is. And then once it doesn't go beyond 9, it's only 0 times that number. Yeah, 0 times that number times 9. Because if you go beyond that, then you're adding another digit because it's a multiple digit. But I thought it was pretty cool. And I forgot about this. So for kids who are struggling with math, parents, if you're listening, look up Napier's bones and you can print off the sheet and you cut them into strips. And once you get beyond like the number 9, you start adding additional bones to it. So for instance, if you were multiplying, let's say 23 times 5, and it goes down the column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you were multiplying 23 again times 5, you count down 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I'm not mistaken. And you would add the two center numbers, and that would be your total number. So 115 would be your answer.
5 is 150.
Yeah. So for parents, again, if your kids are having difficulty with their multiplication facts, you can work with them one bone at a time and then start adding multiple ones. But it only goes up to 9 because, of course, when you start,
it starts at 0,
right?
But it doesn't start at 1. You got it starts at 0 and goes to 9. That's a total of 10.
Yes.
Because you got to count to 0.
Right. So it's really times 1. So 1 times 1, of course, this is your answer on the bottom. And then 12 times 1, these two are your answer. But if you get down to 12 times 9, that's going to be 108 because you add the two numbers in the middle, and that last number is your ones digit.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That is.
Yeah.
That is.
So for those of you who have school-age children who still may be having some difficulty with mastering multiplication, this is another tool for you to access. And why am I saying that? Well, Department of Education is kind of, we don't know what's going on right now.
And
so
what is it called? Give it one more time.
Napier, Napier, Napier's bones.
Napier's bones.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
504-582-9422. What up, Josh?
Good morning, good people.
Good
morning, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. I just think every time the words Miss New Orleans pageant is spoken, I have to call in. God has put that on my spirit to call in to try to get this thing going, man. It's like it's kind of like a New Year's resolution, that, and also coming to the porch when y'all taste testing king cakes.
Yes, that's your goal. That's good, boy. You must be got a microphone up here or something, man.
I know.
That's coming
the goal up. I've been doing. I circled this goal with y'all a few times, so I kind of know what's going on around this time of year.
Yes, sir.
So so we that's a resolution of mine. I'm trying to get to that king cake taste, panhandling day, and also we got to get this New Orleans pageant popping. I think our culture need to be uplifted.
And celebrated.
And celebrated and rewarded, Grayling.
I'm with you, Josh.
Say, bro, it's a lot to go into waking up being New Orleans, especially being a New Orleans chick. So,
man,
I want to celebrate those women who did the sacrifice. So a Kimber go walk.
I love it. I love your heart's in a good place, Josh.
But I don't fall underneath any of those categories, Josh. The ones
you know
that
what,
have been
Kimber? You don't even know that you do, but
I don't.
You don't even know that you do.
Lord,
that's the problem. You don't even know one point the New Orleans women out you, like the ones that we like. You haven't. Even if you say I don't do it, I don't live that way, girl. When you come to work with that boot in your mouth, that's enough right there.
But that's not one of the categories, so I still can't.
That's going to be one of the categories.
New
that's
Orleans
going to be
girl
one of the categories. I think we need to put that in there because between you and Cantrell, Mayor Cantrell, y'all boot be some nasty now. Y'all got a good boot.
Y'all
so we need to be that need to be a competition. You just adding to this now, Kimber.
That's what
you
y'all
just
be
adding
wanting.
to it.
Y'all be wanting that, so that's what we give
bro,
you.
We gonna talk to you more about consulting for these categories because I think you on to something right there, Josh. But stay tuned. I want you to come now because we gonna get a date. When we start to crank up.
Boy, when y'all do that, listen, I'm going to tell Pam, you can't come here today. Now, let me get me. You come
right?
Me.
If you coming, you could come, but I'm going to give you the dates in advance so you'll know if you got to make plans, we're not going to spring it on you, all right?
I know it usually happen that Friday of Zulu Ball. It usually happen that show, that Friday Zulu Ball, because y'all don't come back until after Mardi Gras. It might be, I think.
But we do several of them leading up to it.
We do weeks of that.
We do weeks of it, man. So depending on.
I know usually that Friday be a good day.
That usually be the time that we pick the winner. That's because that's close to the end of the close to the end of the season.
I won't come down. Let me know when Noka comes because I got to try that.
That's what you. if they make it again this year,
that's what we hoping because they didn't last year.
They didn't make it last year. They changed it.
It was Clementine.
Yeah.
What was that?
You know what? I'm gonna call down there and ask them. I'm gonna find out.
What kind of king cake was that they made the year before?
That was apple and goat cheese.
Apple and goat cheese.
Apple and goat cheese king.
Man, I want all of that. All of that.
Man, hang on, bro. I'm going to find out. I'm going to let you know. All right? All right, Josh. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. It's Trivia Tuesday. We're going to see y'all on the other side of the break.
From the campus of Xavier University. WBOK 1230 AM.
Go.
An Equity Media Station.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 things you should know from BIN News. Vice President Kamala Harris announced Donald Trump as the winner of the 2024 election, stating America's democracy stood. After the Electoral College count, she highlighted her duty to ensure a peaceful transition of power. Overall crime in New York City dropped 3% in 2024. Police Commissioner Tisch noted a decline in murders, burglaries, and transit crimes, but rapes and felony assaults rose. More officers will patrol subways. Pope Francis named Cardinal Robert McElroy as the new Catholic Archbishop for D.C., succeeding Cardinal Wilton Gregory, who is past retirement age. Gregory, D.C.'s first black archbishop, was elevated to cardinal in 2020. And the lead defense attorney for rapper YNW Melly, accused of double murder, is under investigation. A hearing was halted when prosecutors confirmed the investigation. Another hearing is scheduled for today. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
New Schools for New Orleans wants to send a special shout out to our partner, the All-State Sugar Bowl. During the holiday break, over 30 teachers had the opportunity to ride in the New Year's Eve parade, and boy, did they have a blast. In addition, we had over 60 teachers attend the All-State Sugar Bowl game. Out of the 60, 11 teachers received a $1,000 gift card to purchase needed supplies to enhance the learning experiences for their students. Thank you, All-State Sugar Bowl, for your commitment to NOLA's teachers.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
Brother Justin, Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, y'all. Bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday. Thank you for sticking with us as we begin the second hour of today's broadcast, continuing from the idyllic campus of Xavier University. From our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. www.wbok1230.com is the address if you want to stop on by or holler at your people. 504-582-9422. We're about to get some trivia done, but I want to let Josh, he's still hanging on? Hey, Josh. All right, he must be gone, but don't worry about it. But look, cuz, unfortunately, no. We went to the NOCA website.
Yes, there is no.
Yeah, there's no apple goat cheese. There's salted caramel apple, a gluten-free offering, and
Cinnamon.
the Louisiana Satsuma and almond, which was from.
That was last year.
That was last year.
Don't
Wasn't bad, but none of them hold a candle to that. But I want to try that salted caramel one, the apple one.
Okay.
See what's going on with it. And it'll probably be one of the interests in the upcoming King Cake battle that we do all the time because we like it like that.
Mm-hmm.
We certainly do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So there you go.
There you go.
Bugaloosa.
Let's go to happy. Find something happier.
Happy news.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's not happy.
No.
That's not happy. You see,
yesterday was King's Day.
Yesterday was King's Day.
I hope nobody ate any king cake before yesterday.
We've got to. There's a new offering. We will probably include this.
Yes.
Hubig's Pie has a king cake now. And we're going to give it a try. Because it is not a pie.
It's a king
it's not a pie. It is a king cake from your friends at Hubig's Pie. Right? So we're going to see.
Yeah.
We're going to see. It's going to be one of the tests. It looks traditional. Icing, purple, green, and gold.
Brioche.
Brioche bread. Rings. Okay. Kind of dense.
Wait, what includes a crisp what? Go down.
Includes a crisp web of icing over the purple, green, gold, reminiscent of the old Maple Street patisserie king cake.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna give that one a try too. Whetting your appetites, as it were. Getting you ready for king cake season. Because in the words of the indomitable Al Carnival Time Johnson, it's carnival time.
It is carnival time.
That's right.
We're gonna reach out to him again this year. Last year we did our rendition of Carnival Time on the Front Porch.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, if you missed that, go back and look at King's
Day
last year.
Go back and look at King's Day last year, Jack. That's
We
right.
did. We sang it, and
We
it was a pretty
certainly
good
did.
rendition.
Oh, I had fun.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. I think it sounded good too.
We gonna have to try it, Josh. You know us, bro. But see, the thing about it is, so y'all understand. For maybe there may be some new people or whatnot who don't have any familiarity with when we do the king cake test. We don't accept any gifts
No,
for king cake.
we purchased.
We purchase all the king cake.
Yes,
Station purchase. When I say
or
we, I'm talking about the station, not
yes,
me.
or they are provided through another agency that is also independent of the
That's
bakery.
independent of the bakery.
Yes.
Yes. And that's so there's no
They got paid to say that.
yes, no, because we don't. But we do enjoy it.
Yes.
And it is fun. And we give the chance to let you guys know because once again, the King Cake Hub will be open.
It shall. It
And
probably is.
It's
It
12th night
probably
yesterday. They're
is.
probably open right now. Get
Yes.
some fresh king cake. And of course, all the other places. I gotta remember there's a place on the North Shore. Blueberry Bakery, Blue Bonnet Blueberry, something like that. It's on the North Shore, but they do a king cake. And I said last year I was gonna try to get one into the competition because I had some, and it is the truth. I mean, you know what?
You gonna look that up right now?
No, I'm gonna text somebody because I had it, but I didn't have it. I didn't go get it, so the memory
Right.
of what it is not in my head. The taste, knowing that it's good, that I know.
Okay.
But
So while you're looking for that, we have had king cakes from the Gracious Bakery and Cafe. We've had king cake from Gambino's. We've had king cake from Randazzo's, Coluta's, Bywater Bakery, Noka. I want to say we had the Dragon Claw.
we did.
And I think Bittersweet Confections, that's the one. I think that had the chocolate king cake last year. But if you know of any king cake bakers that you suggest, of course, by all means, please add your suggestions to the places that we have experienced already. And we've had some pretty interesting,
We have.
variations of the king cake.
And the one we had to go because it's on your side.
Yes,
The
in Bell Chase.
in Bell, yeah, the Butcher Block.
Yes.
Where we got the
Sweet and savory.
Boudin. Yeah, we're gonna try that again too, because we, put it in the mix, let y'all know if the recipe has changed, if something has been updated or reconstructed or looked at differently.
Right. What is this deconstructed and reconstruct? I saw there's a restaurant and I don't remember what it was, but somebody had done like a food review for a deconstructed gumbo, and in the middle of it was like a hen, what kind of hen? The little ones.
Cornish
the
hen?
Cornish hens, and then it had the roux, and I was just like, what about it is deconstructed other than like
What
you
about
put,
it is gumbo?
well, it had a roux. If nothing else, but it was. Why do people keep trying to do extra fancy stuff with stuff that's already good?
Not too fancy king cake, Wally.
Gotta try not too fancy king cake. Okay, that's the name of the company. I don't know. People get to doing extra stuff, and it does not always land well at all.
Oh, not too fancy. And Kenner.
Okay.
We gonna put him in the mix now.
Not too fancy king cake. Nyron, you heard that? All right, cool. Add that to the list of
Add that to the list.
bakeries. And okay.
Thank you, nephew.
Thank you.
Because we always want to try if there are, excuse me, ones that you guys know that you're familiar with that you think need to be included. Let us know because we try to cast the net as far as wide as we can. I'm trying to get that information on that North Shore bakery that does the king cake. Because I run over there and get one just for the leave here and just shoot over there and pick it up.
Okay.
I probably have to reserve it because I think they are like really popular over there. They sell out like Randazzo. You got to get there, bring a tent or something and camp out. But I'm not. I love y'all,
I'm
but not
one
that
of those
much.
people.
Yeah.
I'm not. Every year when you see people with the line outside of is it Dong Phone's king cake?
Dong Phone, yeah.
I've never stood outside of anywhere for a length of time to get a thing. Like people stand in line for iPhones, I'm not doing that. People stand in line for Jordans, I'm not doing that. Video games, I'm not doing. Like I can't. And I don't really know what the advantage is other than to say, oh, I got it
first.
before
Yeah,
everybody else.
That's it. There's no other advantage.
It'll
than
be
that.
there.
That's ego.
It'll be there.
Yep. 2 days later, I can walk right in. Don't have to stand in the crowd, and you will not have seen enough people to actually. In my circle, I still might be the first one with it.
Right. I mean, that bragging right to get it. Well, what we find out with technology, oftentimes the earlier you get it, the more glitches it has.
Yeah.
So I'll just wait till, okay, so this thing, they just sent out an update for da-da-da. All right, cool. And I guess now I can spend my money for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's newer now.
Yeah.
What does it do? Oh, the same thing.
Yeah.
Does all the same thing. And people say, oh, this one got AI.
Yeah, I don't know that we feeling so comfortable with AI.
I've got no problem with AI. I really don't, honestly. It is the natural progression of what's going on with technology and human nature and exploration and stuff. But what I find hilarious is people brag about it and have no idea what it is.
Right.
Why you gonna get the new phone? Oh, man, it's got the new AI.
What does that mean?
And what does that,
What does it do?
Oh, man, look.
Now, Josh had a question that I think is relevant and funny at the same time. He said, "What's harder to eat without liquids?" Now, I have to preface or fix this up. Mackenzie's original king cake or a Popeye's biscuit. Now that original king cake
and the original Popeye's biscuit.
The original Popeye's biscuit was good.
Oh, that's what I'm telling you.
But the original king cake, the one that was just that bread and sugar, no.
Yeah. You could see you back then. You could eat a Popeye biscuit with a cup of coffee because it was real.
It was good. It was
a real
buttery
biscuit.
and
It was buttery. It was fluffy. Now you drop a piece of Popeye biscuit into the coffee, it's gonna fall to the bottom, crack the bottom of the cup. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. Cost cutting, and you change the recipe, you make more. It's business. But there was a time, and I remember that. I remember that that was one of the best features of Popeye.
The finisher of the chicken. Because that biscuit, and they used to do breakfast, remember?
They used to do breakfast.
Breakfast.
Right.
That was the nice, flaky, buttery, like you could taste the butter, and it wasn't overly salty. It was just really good. But this new hockey puck business, y'all could keep it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it at all.
Nobody does. You got to go to off the beaten track. Now, you know who do a good biscuit?
Who that?
Dot's Diner.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if they come out of box, but
okay,
they got me food. And last time I was in there, I mean, like that, fluffy, split open. I asked them to split it and grill it.
Good stuff.
Oh man, cause see that grilling when they split it here with that butter and put it on that flat top. Now it you got the little crust on top and the fluffy in the middle. Yeah, partner.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good food.
Absolutely. You never had the big donuts. I tasted donuts made a king cake. It was okay.
It was different, but it wasn't okay.
But you're right.
Good.
It was like a big old glazed donut.
Yeah, it was different.
Basically what it was.
The Mackenzie cinnamon roll king cake. I don't know what they call that, but that was the king cake that I
grew up with.
Wanted that one. I wanted that one badly.
Yeah.
And then when I had, I think it was Gambino's. Gambino's has an apple cream cheese filled king cake. I have not tasted another one that tastes that good. Filled.
Gambino.
Yeah. Gambino's. And then Randazzo's, their plain one is good.
Yeah, that's the bellwether. That one has won so many times on so many different levels. And if it's the champ for me. It Randazzo's is still, and I know there's some deviations in the recipe between the family, because you got
They've
one
broken
family,
off.
good children, and and family
they've
stuff
broken
happens.
off.
They broke it off, and so there are some differences, but not enough where if that Randazzo's is on there, it's gonna be a bad king cake. I don't think, because that basic recipe, you can fight all you want, but all y'all got the same recipe.
Yeah.
From
all set at the same knee.
all y'all sit at the same knee. All y'all got. You might put a little more sugar. You might put a little less. You might put a pinch more cinnamon. But overall, 95% of the recipe is the same, and they're good. That's all I'm saying. Is don't play with it. Don't change it. Please don't.
Then you have Antoine's on the West Bank that has a very good king cake. And if you've never had Antoine's king cake, you're missing out. They have I think it's the pecan, not the pecan, the praline covered king cake that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've done that one.
Love
We're
that.
gonna put that together, man. I think
It's
know
coming.
what we got to do. We're gonna have to, maybe in the Thursday meeting,
Okay.
we'll map out.
We did talk about it.
We
so
talked
they're
about it, but
on
we
the
didn't-
move of it. We just haven't solidified.
We just got to get
what.
and that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
if I need to run, say, okay, let's do this one first. Let's get this out the way or whatever.
We can go
we'll do that.
Work that out.
See how hard we work for y'all?
Listen.
Let me tell you something. And it is sometimes a pleasure.
Not sometimes. Not sometimes.
Sometimes
Oh,
it
my
is a
goodness.
pleasure. Yes, indeed.
What is this?
He was still talking about the Popeyes business. Now, I didn't know that while Lee said the Popeyes in LaPlace on their line still serve breakfast, the only one I know of in this region.
Oh.
That's not surprising. But
Well,
breakfast is a good move,
you can
man.
have that. You can have
And
it.
see, that for me.
Because they didn't have, so being at a chicken place, it had sausage.
They
And
did
I
have
was like,
sausage.
why not chicken? Y'all do chicken. But they had sausage for biscuits. Now you
yeah?
have places who have that. If Popeyes had a breakfast biscuit
cheaper.
with the breakfast that they do, like the same people lost their minds over the sandwich. If you had a Popeyes biscuit,
breakfast biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
So-
and matter of fact, you could probably make 3 biscuits out
out
of
of
them
one
breasts.
Exactly.
But you got to bring back the old biscuits.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Popeye.
Please, not these
I wouldn't.
hockey
Yeah,
pucks.
no. You got to
No,
bring
thank
back
you.
the old biscuits.
Mhm.
The recipe for the old biscuits. But I think you could, because of the popularity of the sandwich, just up the price. Ain't that what y'all do?
Well,
just up the price, and there you go. There you go. I'm gonna do this for y'all for free if you listen out there, Popeye. Market the new old recipe fashion biscuit with the same chicken from the chicken sandwich. So all you're doing is bringing back the old biscuit recipe, which you got in the vault somewhere. It costs a little extra, but if you put it out as a limited time item, you can charge kind of a premium. I'm thinking under $5 for the biscuit. But if it's a limited time, you're going to flood them. You're going to sell plenty of them over a short period of time.
And then also you can get a monitor on whether or not people actually want it.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
like they do those testing things. McRib comes back every year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying in terms
No,
of marketing, I know
yeah.
it's not food. It
No,
is a
boy.
slab of meat
And
products.
for all you Mac rib lovers out there, please don't call. If you like it, I love it. Please, if we got anybody from McDonald's coming out, just come out. Y'all want to advertise with us, please. We'll advertise the Mac rib.
But then that would be one thing for sure with the breakfast biscuit. If you see that there's a high desire for it, you can add it back to the menu, and then that's another revenue situation for Popeyes. But
oh yeah,
like I love the biscuits, but they had pork on it, so that was a not. for
Couldn't
me.
eat it. Couldn't eat it. Just something to think about. Call me, Popeye. It's the Front Porch, WVOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about
all day long.
Stick and stay, y'all. Yes, we know it's Trivia Tuesday.
We do. It's coming.
We'll see you on the other side of the break. Bam.
Norman Robinson is back.
Can you hear me now?
And he's taking no prisoners.
Can you hear me now?
Each weekday, Norman Robinson brings you commentary with Off the Top.
The incident was shocking, disturbing, disgusting, disappointing, and sad.
Each weekday, Off the Top with Norman Robinson is heard exclusively right here.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
Good morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. The President and First Lady grieving with families and community members 5 days after the attack that killed 14 people in the French Quarter. The Bidens visited the Groy Memorial on Bourbon Street Monday, laying a bouquet of flowers at the base of 14 crosses. They also met privately with families, survivors, first responders, and law enforcement impacted by that attack. The first couple then attended an interfaith prayer service for peace and healing hosted by the Archdiocese of New Orleans at St. Louis Cathedral. Now, during the vigil, the President and First Lady placed a single candle at the altar that was described as a, quote, candle for our nation as a sign of our solidarity and grief and unity and hope. Moving forward, the city of New Orleans now has the full extent of federal resources for the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras. SEER is a rating the federal government gives large-scale events based on attendance and threat level. The Super Bowl is already considered a SEER 1, and now Mardi Gras is as well. SEER 1 is the highest ranking, meaning it poses the highest risk. And this morning, officials identifying another victim who was hurt in the attack. Adam Costi is originally from New Jersey, but has lived in New Orleans, working at the National World War II Museum. He served 11 years of active duty in the United States Army. We're told he was hit by the suspect's truck on his walk home. We're told Adam will need surgery and rehab to walk again. His first surgery is scheduled for today. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. Have a great day.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana communities through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation, please visit us at www.jazzandheritage.org.
Welcome to Liberty Bank and Trust, where your financial journey transforms communities. Since 1972, our customized banking solutions power your dreams and fuel your community growth. Every dollar you invest with us circles back to empower more people, ensuring opportunities for generations. Join us at Liberty Bank. Together, we empower possibility. Visit libertybank.net to start banking with purpose. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here.
Hello, I'm Gary Clark. Please tune in to Dr. Clark 101, The Living Classroom, which is broadcasted weekly every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. on WBOK 1230 AM on your dial. And as always, it's been a pleasure.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
Brother Nyron's on the other side of the glass. Y'all bringing it to you right here. Trivia Tuesday. About to get to it right now. Brother Corey, thank you for holding. Cuz, how you doing?
Well, hey, it's a beautiful day. It's cold, but I am glad that the sun is shining and
Amen.
Y'all speaking about some wonderful things.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, and the king cake, what's that saying, Gorilla? Have all your cake and eat it too. Well, how'd that saying go again?
To have your cake and eat it too. I think that always kind of struck me as about being greedy, because it never was. I never heard you want to have your cake and eat it too said in a complimentary way. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? It was always something like detrimental. Oh, you won't have your cake and eat it too.
They said that it's not possible to have or enjoy two desirable but mutually exclusive things at the same time.
That's what they say. I don't know how true that is.
Well, hey, I think it's all in one's own perspective. It's all good.
There you
So,
go.
this new year, I would like to say that, there's like over 2,000 over that versions of the Bible, right? So I think we should create our own, Bible for our own, people of lightning minds. And I want to say that, this friend thing you talking about earlier, right?
Uh-huh.
And the first misconception, let's go to Genesis. And what Genesis said that it's not right for a man to be alone. And when God, instructed Adam to name all the animals, and Adam said, well, I don't see no companion of my own that I really like, right?
Uh-huh.
So God created some from his rib to create his flesh bone his bone. So the story is this, right? We are supposed to be companions with all those females, but only one can be of your flesh and flesh, and your bone is your bone. So we, as men and as females or whatever, you have to, know that it's only one. You can't sleep with them all. So that's what God was trying to explain to you when Adam was naming all those animals as a companion. But Adam said, none is not like me. So, I had to get something of my own. So please, this year, don't seek to be with this person, that person. Experiment and just be friends with them. And then once you get to know them and you know they're of your flesh and your bone, and then, I kind of got upset that because he said flesh is flesh, bone is bone, but not of my spirit. So, but, we're going to get to that point later, but let's just take the physical part first. So remember this always. Just do your research and your investigation of every man or woman that you want to be with, and then you just know and find that right one that's going to be your flesh of your flesh and your bone, and hopefully that the spirit is always in likeness. So peace and love, and let's start this new year off right where everyone is totally in love with everybody, and then for a fact that you can put them to your inner circle so you can always be, have that one that can always depend on. So peace and love, man.
All right,
and,
brother
I
Corey.
like what you said, though, bro. All right, bro.
Take care. I like that. That take me right back. Boy, I thought I was at 2319 3rd Street, boy. Yeah, that organ lights. I like that, boy. Ooh. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Look, that's church. That's Ooh. But something about, boy, you know how they say, one or two little notes transport you right there.
That's if you were brought up with that.
I was. Oh, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Right.
if
For
you
me,
were brought up like that.
Oh, man. I see Dr. Hogan on that organ. Dr. Edwin Hogan.
Man.
Baby, let me tell you something. We had some gangsters, musicians. When I was growing up in church, oh, Moses was the second generation. That boy he was brilliant, Moses Hogan.
Yes.
And Dr. Edwin Hogan. Oh,
Yes.
man, Wanda. Oh, that family.
We had a good time. I learned a lot about articulation, about being able to have breath control, correct posture, and notes that I never thought would ever exit my face. Thank you to Moses Hogan.
Yeah, baby.
May he rest.
Amen.
In power.
Amen.
Yeah.
Dr. Edwin Hogan too. Oh, yeah. Baby, let me tell you something. Growing up, music like that, and I'm telling you, that's what that organ did. And with that part, it acquired it. Now, in church, because we was kids.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see now is just me as an older kid. I've been pretty much the same.
Oh, boy.
I've been pretty much the same. my outlook,
Mm-hmm.
and all that good stuff. So, but so we church was a place where we cut up a little bit too.
Well, church was your socialization. Well, at least
At
for
least a part of
me,
it.
it was
It was a
like
part of it.
socialization
Oh, yeah.
time. In addition to, of course, going for your spiritual edification, but that's where a lot of our bonds, well, for certain generations, because the churches are closing. People
That's 'cause
aren't going. People are not going.
People think that they can make it on their own.
I
They
don't
believe in
know if
themselves.
it's that.
They-
I don't
I think it's
know that people think that they can do it by themselves. I don't think that's what it is. There has become a reasonable suspicion of the clergy, and it is reasonable.
But the clergy is not the church.
It's
The
not, but
clergy is not
just
the
because you
church.
don't go to the church doesn't mean that you are not a believer.
Well, see, but the thing about the church is the community. When you talk about, that's what the conversation started. You had a community. You had a community there. You had where you can go. You didn't have that aloneness. You had people who were like. You found your tribe there in a lot of times, and it made a difference in times of trouble. It made a difference in times of stress. You had a core group. That's what people. It's not so much the dogma of the particular religion. It's the idea that you have found people who agree with you, people who you feel comfortable with, people who you can depend on in some ways when things are kind of tough. When you lose that, who are you depending on?
But if you don't get that from there, because that's not been everybody's experience, and that's the thing. That's the thing that that is a part of the reason why people have pulled away. Like, I do know in my lifetime there was an idea of holding people in certain positions, not just in leadership in the church, but in leadership. You held those people with high esteem and high regard, and expectation was because they were in those positions, you expected certain behaviors from them. You did not expect to see certain behaviors from them either, which I think is naive of communities to think that way, but that's definitely how people in the church are painted. And then it is a disappointment for people who observe the opposite behaviors, and it is a breakdown in wanting to be tied to if you are somebody who has been affected indirectly or directly by someone who's been in that leadership. So that's across all spectrums. There is a problem with trusting, and it's not just trusting people who look like us. It's just in general, just having a trust for people, because people who we've held in high regard in certain positions have shown us that they are human, which again, it was some naiveness that we would think that they aren't. But if you're in those roles, we expect certain behaviors. And when we find out or are impacted by said behaviors that are contradictory of the position, then it's disappointing and people withdraw. I think that's fair.
I don't know if it's fair or unfair. I just know that it is. And it's not a matter, I don't think, of, once again, find a pastor, preacher, priest that you like. Find one that you can respect. But if you turn your back on the whole institution and say what, and offer yourself nothing in return for it, nothing. It's either that or nothing. And I just think that stark difference is going to not be conducive to a whole peaceful and complete life. I mean, everybody's relationship with their God is personal, but there's something about the community that makes a difference. And if you have fallen out with a particular sect, cult, dogma, then find another one. But to give it up all entirely, to me, that's that part where you say, well, I throw my hands up and I'm by myself in this thing. And that, to me, is so much more frightening than anything that any man or woman born of a woman would do even whatever position that they got because they're people. They fall short. But if you let that idea that they would stop you, prevent you from going and trying to find something that may help you, that would be problematic for me. Yeah, it's Trivia Tuesday. Thank y'all. Yes, it is.
It is.
Just like that.
Yes, yeah.
And you know what that means. That means it's Trivia Tuesday right here on the Front Porch, y'all. Give us a call, 504-582-9422, if you are able to answer one of these top 10 questions, which has been gleaned from a national list curated through local minds. And I have to say, when I heard this category, I was impressed. I said, oh, okay, that's pretty good.
And you participated. So
of course I did, because I was impressed. It makes you tap.
Enthusiastically.
You got to tap a piece of your brain that you might have ain't tapped in a minute. Okay. And that's what we do here. We tap that brain, you dig?
Okay.
And right now, we are looking for the top 10 lesser known or more obscure Looney Tunes characters. Now, if you get some big-time Looney Tune characters, we might not give you the buzz. Might give you some other new sound effect or whatever.
Because we have a plethora of sound effects to choose from these days.
But if you call and you give us a Marvel or a Warner Brothers, then, you're going to get you a real funky buzzer.
So we're talking about the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. We are looking for the top 10 lesser-known Looney Tunes characters. Top 10 lesser-known Looney Tunes characters. Good morning, Pam. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good, Front Porch. How are y'all doing?
Doing
real
well.
Good,
good
love.
morning.
Real good.
Oh, good. Oh, this is a good one.
I think so too.
Oh man. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard because I mean, you think of all the ones that's well known. I don't know if I ever knew of any that were lesser known.
Well, you might the ones that you might know might not be seen as well known.
Oh dear. There you go.
There you go.
Mr. Graylin Bryant Brinks.
You know.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I know I'm going to say the wrong thing, but that's okay.
It's all right, dog. It ain't never stopped you before.
It's just a game.
I know, right?
So keep playing.
I will. I know. Roadrunner.
Roadrunner. Show us. Roadrunner.
All right, I'll try again.
Keep listening. All right, love.
All right, bye-bye.
Yes, indeed.
Love it.
Just go to show you. That was our first guess. Pam said.
But it was indeed from Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Roadrunner was definitely from Looney Tunes.
Yes. And that's what we're looking for. The
Yes.
top 10 lesser known or more obscure Looney Tunes characters. Good morning, Wally.
Wally,
you there? Well, nephew.
good morning.
Holler back at us,
Call
cuz.
us back.
Good morning, Mustang Sally.
Good morning. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas and all that good stuff.
Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Merry
Happy
Christmas,
Kwanzaa,
Happy Arbor Day, Labor
Okay,
Day.
calm down.
Happy
calm
King's
down.
Day.
Calm down. Calm down. Oh, Kimber.
How you doing? How you doing?
Pretty good. You know, I'm gonna just say Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle. Wait a minute.
I like the way you prefaced it. You
Just
said,
don't say.
I'm going to just say Bullwinkle.
Okay, I'll call back. Y'all have
Call
a great
back,
day.
Mustang. Thank you. I like that. Hey,
I'ma
I'ma
just say Bullwinkle.
You know what? That is going to be incorporated. when I want to just say something to
stuff,
somebody, you know
Bullwinkle.
what?
That's Bullwinkle.
I'm going to just say Bullwinkle. No, you got to say the whole thing. It's
Oh.
like a Tribe Called Quest or
Oh.
a pimp named Slickback. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
my God.
You got to say the whole thing.
Not the two.
Yeah, you got to say the whole thing. You know what? I'm
I'ma
going to just say
just
Bullwinkle.
say
And it can't be-
Bullwinkle.
No, Wankle.
Wankle.
Wankle. Bullwinkle.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I'll go with it. I will go with it. Goodness.
Josh, what's good, brother?
Man, that dude should be in Black History, bro.
See that?
Tim Macy, he need to be recognized in Black History.
Bullwinkle?
No, a pimp named Slickback.
A pimp named Slickback.
Lord have mercy. He's a real life person.
He should be a real life person.
He is a real life person. His name is Cat Williams.
Yeah, we not a
Because he
pimp.
was not acting. That
This
was
is
him.
why Kevin Hart cannot surpass Cat Williams to me. Because of that, just that role alone, that character alone. Kevin Hart can't do that. He can't do that. So you talking about the least popular?
No, lesser known. That's take popularity out of your mind. We're not talking popularity. We're talking about lesser known Looney Tunes characters.
I don't think nobody knew this dude's name, but I love this dude because he's like the definition of on site. Harriet Hawk.
Who?
Harriet Hawk. Harriet Hawk was about the action, Kimber. You about the action. Run up on Harriet Hawk wrong.
Henry Hawk.
Henry Hawk.
Henry.
Henry.
H-E-N-E-R-Y.
I gotta look and see who that is.
Not Henry.
I'm not familiar with it.
Like,
Hawk. Yeah, I know you.
oh, he's like a church chicken hawk. The dude was on steroids. Always about that action. He wasn't no punk.
Henry Hawk. Yeah.
I remember him.
Henry Hawk was a gangster. You're right. Henry Hawk.
I remember him.
And then people say Henry. I said, no, Henry.
Henry. N-E-R-Y. Why do you know that that's the right name of the spelling?
I don't know my brain.
I don't
It just
understand
does
this.
that.
I remember the character.
Yes, Henry Hawk.
And I remember he was a chicken hawk, but I
That's
didn't
right.
remember his
Little
name.
bitty, but about that
Always
life.
always trying to go after somebody
About
10
that
times
life.
his size.
When I see you. Look, when I see you song.
It's on site. Harriet Hawk didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. Full of steroids. Straight church chicken steroids. Full of steroids.
Go ahead, boy. Keep listening. Let me get to the next one. Later. 504-582-9422. Hey, Pam.
I'm back.
Yeah.
All right. What about Sam Sheepdog?
Ooh.
Sam Sheepdog.
Yep.
Let's see.
Sam the Sheepdog is number 7.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Now you're starting to get it. Sam the
Y'all
Sheepdog.
get it.
Very good.
All
Thank you,
right.
Pam. All right,
All
love.
right.
Where you at, brother Corey?
Well, let me say about that, your boy answer. We had a football player with big on top but had a small ass leg.
Alrighty.
Hey, well, I'm gonna give the nemesis of the first person called Pam, when she said, Road Runner, let's go with the Coyote.
Wiley
You know what I'm saying?
Coyote.
Wild E. Coyote is his name. Show us Wild E. Coyote.
All right, I call back.
All right, my brother. Later. We are looking for the top 10 obscure, lesser-known Looney Tunes characters. Boy, y'all brains be working, huh?
There are over 50.
Yes. Yes, that's right. They're Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes, baby.
I feel like most of these we knew they existed. We just didn't know their names.
You might have not known their names. That's but nobody's on the show without a name.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Hey, Janice, good morning.
Hello.
How you doing, love? How you doing this morning?
Well, I'm better today than I was yesterday. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Listen, I called a few minutes ago and told that young man when he played that excerpt from What a Friend, he did something for me.
Listen.
He took me there. I'm telling you.
Amen, sister. Amen. I
Oh,
know
my
what
goodness.
you're talking about.
Look, I didn't need to talk to y'all. I just needed to tell him you really did something for me, okay?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
But I do have a guess. I'm gonna say Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, show us. I say more. Listen, that's a good one.
He's not a lesser known.
Foghorn had a pop. He had a rep.
Yeah. But I mean, all of the ones that I saw, that I remembered.
That's all right. It's up there. Trust me, Jan.
It's some other people. He's well known. He's not a lesser known, but he is definitely a character from Looney Tunes.
That's right. Thank you for that, love. Keep listening.
All right. Okay.
Y'all don't go nowhere. We got to take this quick break. You're tuned into the Front Porch. It's Trivia Tuesday. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Top 10 lesser known or more obscure Looney Tunes characters right here on Trivia Tuesday. See you on the other side of the break.
This is your news update for WBOK 1230 AM from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU first warning weather alert day because of the extremely cold weather. We'll feel like we're below freezing for much of the morning. Hard freeze is possible on the North Shore, so protect your pipes and plants. Highs today rise to the mid-40s with sunshine. More below freezing temperatures tonight and Wednesday morning. Rain returns Thursday and Friday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
I'm Dr. Keith C. Ferdinand, cardiologist and professor of medicine at Tulane University here in New Orleans. I tell all of my patients to get the flu vaccine. Why? Because the same patients who are at risk for heart disease, obesity, hypertension, diabetes, chronic kidney disease are at risk of getting sick and even dying with the flu. Protect your health. Be flu ready NOLA, y'all. For more information, visit healthyheartcpp.org.
WBOK is pleased to announce the reboot of Crosstown Conversations with host Gene Nathan. A heightened focus on cultural entertainment events and the creators who present them. The new time is now Saturday at noon. Tune into the stories of our exploding creative scene with Gene Nathan on Crosstown Conversations.
Hello, I'm Gary Clark. Please tune in to Dr. Clark 101, The Living Classroom, which is broadcasted weekly every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. on WBOK 1230 AM on your dial. And as always, it's been a pleasure.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. Yeah. You listen to the Front Porch, you kind of loony yourself.
You will.
Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning.
Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday, where we are looking for the top 10 lesser-known Looney Tunes characters. And that little ditty right there was hoped to stimulate your medulla and tickle your oblongata. So you be able to, oh, you don't want your oblongata tickled? Oh, I like when my oblongata get tickled. Make me giggle.
Well, that sounds like a dolphin. That was not a giggle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what you do. You're doing it, right?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Okay, Flipper.
West Bank James, what it do, cuz? West Bank James, you there?
Hello.
West Bank,
Call
get us
us
back, cuz. Hey, Pamela.
Okay, I'm going to try another one.
Here we go, try another one.
What about Petunia Pig?
Oh,
Petunia Pig.
Petunia Pig. Porky old lady.
Yeah.
Honorable mention for Petunia Pig, dog.
For sure.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
Thank you.
Good
All
enough
right.
later.
I forgot about her.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the black
Petunia
hair.
Pig. That's right. It was Porky old lady. She ain't never
That
wore
was
no
Porky
underwear.
in a
either.
wig.
What you said, Josh?
Because this dude might be noticed, but he's one of my favorites. No one talk much about him. My old dude, Cecil the Turtle. Yup.
That was only on.
Cecil the Slowpoke.
Yeah, no.
It was the turtle. It was, remember when they were racing the hare?
The bug didn't figure out how, who, what. Yeah, you see, yep.
The turtle. Yep.
Sure, Cecil.
I remember him. I know who you're talking about.
Keep calling, cuz. Later.
I remember who he's talking
I know
about.
he's talking about.
I didn't know he had a name. He was the turtle from the tortoise and the hare.
He talked like no Cecil. Cecil was different. I think Cecil was different.
I want to say he was the guy who was racing. Was he racing bugs? Or let me look him up because I just don't remember Cecil the turtle.
We're gonna see if we can find Cecil. Find out what he's been up to lately. Inquiring minds want to know. Absolutely, they do. Now, I hope y'all not utilizing your communication devices as
That's
you know.
cheating.
We kind of frown against that, and we would rather you use your own medulla, and maybe you can borrow somebody's oblongata. But another person, not that device in your hand, in your tablet, in front of you on the big screen, or nothing else like that. All right?
So yeah, like I said, he was only on that one episode.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. He was the one who beat Bugs in a race, which was the fable, the tortoise and the hare.
Tortoise in the hair, and he talked real slow.
He bet Bugs $10 on a race.
$10, a lot of money back then. Boy.
Yes, for sure.
Yes,
because that was a
indeed.
lot of money to see as a little kid. Oh, he got $10. He gonna win $10. No, he not gonna win.
Jack.
Bugs gonna beat him. Bugs did not.
Bugs went to playing around, took a nap, ate them carrots, and got beat.
Bugs, he did not.
What's
win.
up, Wally?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? Sound like you at work too. I
Y'all
just
can hear
got
me?
you talking about people like you, man.
Whispering?
Oh, yeah.
somebody
I can't get in the hallway today.
See, I had to sneak out, acting like this a business call, trying not to smile.
That's okay. That's okay. However you
Not,
get it done.
not doing a good job. How
Not
y'all
doing
doing?
a good job at all. I can hear it in your voice. So hurry up and give us an answer. One of these lesser known Looney Tunes characters, bro.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Slowpoke Rodriguez. Because you know who best friend that was, right?
Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez.
There you go. Riba. Andale. So racist. So racist. Thank you, Nell. Get back to work.
Later.
Slowpoke Rodriguez was number 2. Number 2, lesser known. He was only in 2 episodes, I think, but he was a good friend of a better known character, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes.
Y'all know Speedy, right?
Of course.
There you go.
Of course.
504-582-9422. Hey, that Mustang. I'm just going to say Bullwinkle. Sally?
I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm going to say Bugs Bunny.
Up. Bugs Bunny. Show us Bugs. Bugs Bunny is probably the best known.
Yeah.
The best known. So once you start thinking Bugs Bunny, you probably thought about 6 or 7 more that we're not looking for either. We're looking for the ones that weren't as big a star.
Yes, lesser known.
Lesser known. But thank you, Mustang. You in the right ballpark.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to where I used to suck my bottle.
Yes.
All right, Mustang.
That is hilarious.
Hey, Pam, what you got?
Okay, I'm trying to think of this. Oh, my God. She used to be with Pepe Le Pew. I think she was a pussycat. Penelope.
Wait, what her name was?
Penelope.
Penelope Pussycat. Oh, please be there.
She's there, baby. Number
She's
3.
The number 3 answer.
Number 3. There you go.
All right. There we go. All right.
All right, Pam.
All right, I'll try again.
All right. Yes, indeed. Penelope Pussycat.
Mm-hmm.
She who caught the
sexual
eye.
harassment victim in cartoons.
No.
That would yes.
Penelope.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Sexually.
There was no sexual harassment in cartoons.
Stalked.
There was none.
Yes.
Pepe was just misunderstood.
Absolutely not.
He was in love with her.
Pepe had
she
no
had
boundaries.
That stripe on her back.
Pepe had no
and it
boundaries.
was her fault.
It was
She
not.
came there perpetrating as a skunk.
We are not going
what
to
was Pepe
blame
to do?
The
Of course
victim.
we are.
We're not.
We're blaming her. She knew she had that paint on her back. Stunting like a skunk.
Did not do it
I
on
could
purpose.
not help myself.
It happened.
Come here, Penelope Pussycat. Let me show you my love
Sir,
for
if you
you.
don't get off of me. I mean, all of the different ways that lady tried to get away from Pepe Le Pew. Sexual harassment.
Man, Pepe was just misunderstood. G.I., what's happening, bro?
Hey, good morning. Happy New Year, fam.
Happy New Year to you, baby.
Man, I'm gonna try this one here.
Come on, what you got for us?
The little bulldog and Pussyfoot.
The little bulldog.
I think his name was Mark Anthony.
Show us Mark Anthony. No, he didn't make it, cuz. But you can call back, G.I.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, brother.
Thank you
Later.
for calling.
Got one more for the break, Josh. What you got for us, cuz?
I'm gonna try again now. I remember the dudes I like popular on the slick. Well, who go? The Abominable Snowman.
Oh,
For that, my friend, you get an honorable mention.
Man, who go? Man, I do made dumb being dumb cool. I do it dumb as I don't know what.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother. Keep listening. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. We're going to take this quick break, pay a couple of bills, and we're going to see you on the other side of it.
From the campus of Xavier University. WBOK 1230 AM. Go. An Equity Media Station.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 things you should know from BIN News. President Biden says New Orleans defines strength and resilience. The president visited the city on Monday following the New Year's Bourbon Street attack. Biden called the attack a horrific act of terrorism while speaking at St. Louis Cathedral in the French Quarter. Members of United Airlines' frequent flyer program will get to use Starlink Wi-Fi on flights free of charge. United plans to launch its first commercial flight with Starlink Wi-Fi this spring and have its entire 2-cabin regional fleet using the new internet service by the end of the year. This Friday remains the day President-elect Trump will be sentenced for a criminal conviction in his New York hush money case. A judge rejected Trump's bid to delay sentencing. And Disney and Fubo are merging in a deal worth more than $200 billion. The sports-focused live TV streaming channel package will now combine with Disney's Hulu Plus live TV business. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
New Schools for New Orleans wants to send a special shout out to our partner, the All-State Sugar Bowl. During the holiday break, over 30 teachers had the opportunity to ride in the New Year's Eve parade, and boy, did they have a blast. In addition, we had over 60 teachers attend the All-State Sugar Bowl game. Out of the 60, 11 teachers received a $1,000 gift card to purchase needed supplies to enhance the learning experiences for their students. Thank you, All-State Sugar Bowl, for your commitment to NOLA's teachers.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
Welcome back, y'all. What you want me to talk about?
All day long.
I'm your host, Bill Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White. Hey, y'all.
Brother Nyron bringing it to you on the other side of the glass, y'all. Trivia Tuesday. Thank you for sticking with us as we roll into this third and final hour of today's broadcast of the Front Porch, continuing from the historic campus of Xavier University, from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. www.wbok1230.com is the address. 504-582-9422. Trivia Tuesday. Top 10 lesser known, more obscure Looney Tunes characters. We have got number 2, Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yes, we have.
We got number 3, Penelope Pussycat, beginner of the Me Too movement.
She should have been. It was Pepper Le Pew. Too much. Too much, sir.
Did we get
number 7?
We got number 7, who was Sam the sheepdog.
Yes.
8, 9, and 10 are still out.
Yes.
So you guys have guessed plenty. And on the porch, y'all just cutting up. Y'all cutting up on the porch. Y'all just going in.
Y'all have words.
But it's okay.
And remember what happened to Mark.
There
so
you go.
Say it with your full chest or don't say it. Okay.
Hey, Pam, welcome back.
Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna try because my dad's friends used to call him this, and I remember watching something with this on it. Cool Cat.
Cool Cat. Yeah. I remember Cool Cat.
You remember it?
I do remember Cool Cat.
I kind of. Was that the guy that was like the beatnik dude?
Yeah.
I'm disgusted with you because I know what that response means.
There you go.
I hate it.
Thank you, Pam. Keep listening, baby.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Holly Grove Janet, what's happening?
Hey, y'all know what's happening. What can I say?
Oh, you already
Listen,
said it, darling. What's going on with you?
I'm trying to access the recesses of my mind where stuff goes to hide.
Well, look, if your mind on recess, you got to
came
wait
up
for
with,
the bell to ring, huh?
Yeah, well.
Boy.
Okay. Well, how about Elmer Fudd?
Well, hold on.
Elmer?
Sure, Elmer. Well, Elmer's pretty well known, so he wouldn't be more obscure, but I'm glad you got him in because Elmer rarely gets the public recognition that he deserves. So thank you for that, Holly Grove.
Silly Wabbit.
Silly Wabbit. All right, love. Thank you so much. Keep listening here.
Keep thinking.
All right, keep
Keep thinking and
look,
call
when
us
you
back.
get back out of recess, call us back, yeah?
I sure will.
All right, later. Hey, Cam, how you doing? Welcome to the madness, darling.
Right? It's madness, all right. Oh, I hope this one is on the list. And she's around, but I don't think a lot of people know about her as a Looney Tune character. Petunia Pig.
Ooh.
Petunia Pig.
That's Porky old lady.
That Porky old lady,
That's
yeah.
Porky old lady. We give you honorable mention for Petunia.
Yeah, Petunia Pig.
Petunia Pig. Yeah, her and Porky, that's how they make bacon.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Bye, Cam. You ain't know that's how you get bacon? Porky and Petunia. That's
you just
right.
need one of them for bacon. You don't
well,
need.
but you got to make
more.
sure you do. I don't know. You be eating that low sodium bacon.
I eat the non-pork version,
like
but
that
I have
thick
seen a slaughter of a pig. You only need one
Oh,
to make
yeah.
bacon. You
Oh,
only
yeah.
need one.
Yeah, but that's just not taking into consideration the pleasure of the pig. Oh, boy. What you got, Josh?
Well, Pam, can't walk right into that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Another cat that's silent but deadly. Little Gossamer.
Gossamer.
Boy, you go back, boy.
And how do you know all of those people's names?
Gossamer is number 4 on the list.
There you go. There's
silent but deadly.
Looney Tune has shaped my sense of humor. I had to learn these folks.
Yeah,
I had to bring this to school with me.
I can see that. I can see that, brother. Believe me. And they have been around for a long time.
And still around, too, bro.
And still around. And still making sense. Yes,
somebody gonna come ruin our childhood and go say something racist. They did something racist. Watch. Someone's gonna come ruin it.
Yeah, they could.
But they have. They have had these conversations around Looney Tunes and many other cartoons.
Because the world was different then, and people would not. And I guess I didn't think all Hispanic people were really very fast or very slow because of Slowpoke Rodriguez and Speedy Gonzalez. I never thought that because I never thought that mice could talk.
Well, the other thing is that the idea that Spanish speaking people all have the same culture.
Right, but they not mice.
You're correct.
This is rabbits and mice and ducks and pigs, and people are like, hey, bro, that's racist. Who talking ducks? All right, then.
Man,
I'm off my.
All I know between Cecil, the turtle, and Slowpoke, somebody got some good weed and dope.
Well, definitely.
Definitely. Those are called cartoonists, my friend. Those are called cartoonists.
The creators did that.
Man.
Yes.
That's why I think we need to let them people do drugs again, because that's when they gave us great TV, great movies.
They ain't never stopped. They ain't never stopped, because they just changed the drugs, which changed the television.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, cuz. Keep listening. 504-582-9422. West Bank James.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Oh, man. Great, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. This is a great topic y'all doing this morning.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that.
Brings back memories. I actually have two answers.
You only can give us one.
Being the player that he is, he has two women. I'll only mention one. I'm going to go with Lola Bunny.
Gonna go with Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny gets an Wrong, but you honorable, bro, because you're right. Lola was one of Bugs's friends.
Yeah, I probably got the answer to the others.
Call us back, West Bank Jan.
All right.
Yeah,
right,
these
baby.
are real
Later.
fictitious.
Oh, baby. The Looney, you got to see, listen, the folks who are calling about Looney Tunes, you got to remember there was not much else other than Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
The Three Stooges, you had some Godzilla movies. There was not the plethora of offerings that one gets nowadays.
But this Lola Bunny, though, was not from the original ones. So that's why I wouldn't have associated her with
the original Looney Tunes.
Right. She didn't come out until Space Jam. She was in 96.
Yeah.
So, like the Looney Tunes that we watched.
She came out from Space Jam.
Yeah, she came from Space Jam. So I wouldn't have attributed to that. Okay. Even though she's relevant, but she's not. She's obscure, but she's not from the original setup or cast.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. 504-582-9422. Welcome back, Cam.
What about the Barnyard Dog?
What he name is?
Barnyard Dog.
That's his name. It is. That is his name.
That's his name.
Honorable mention on Barnyard Dog, dog.
Yes, and his name is D-A-W-G.
Yeah.
Barnyard
D-A-W-G.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He spelled it like he came from the hood.
Straight up. He was.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people to do that integration thing.
I thought it was
integration thing.
Another person.
Thank you, Cam.
All right.
Keep
All right, Cam.
504-582-9422. Hey, Pam.
All right, I think this will be the last one, and I hope that it's on the list. I can't think of anything more. But what about Witch Hazel?
Witch Hazel.
Number 9 on the list.
Yes, I'm good for the day.
You're done for the day. All right, then. Smoke your cigarette and call us tomorrow, darling.
All right.
All right. Bye. Yes, indeed.
All righty.
Gotta love that.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Elwin.
Good morning. What about Voodoo?
What about saying good morning to Kimber?
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
Now, what about Voodoo?
Yes.
Okay, as a obscure, lesser-known Looney Tunes character? You know
yes.
That's the category, yes? Right?
Right.
So, okay, now that we're clear, show us Voodoo. Tell me, Elwin, what type of character was Voodoo?
Yes, me. What kind of character was he?
Yeah, what did he do in Looney Tunes?
Cast a spell.
So his name was Voodoo, and he did voodoo. What kind of animal was he? Was he a dog? Was he a cat? Was he a panther?
It was a dog.
Voodoo the dog.
Voodoo the dog?
From Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Your boy stopped by this morning?
No.
You need to
You
call
had
him.
something left over.
You need to call him.
You had something left over.
Yeah, because that natural's starting to creep in on that other one. You need to call and bite that back. Fight it back. Don't go in the light, E. Keep listening, bro. Call us back. Voodoo didn't make the cut. All right?
All right.
Later.
All right.
All righty.
Hey, Miss Cutie, how you doing?
Well, how you doing, Mr. Banks
Oh,
and Miss
man,
Kimball?
doing
Good morning.
great.
Happy New Year.
Oh, good morning. Happy New Year to you all.
And
I'm going
to
to
you.
try with Miss Prissy.
Miss Prissy. Miss Prissy. Yes, indeed. Y'all going back. Show us Miss Prissy. Honorable mention for Miss Prissy, darling. Miss Cutie?
Miss Cutie.
Yeah.
You got an honorable mention.
You got an honorable mention for Miss Prissy.
Right.
All right. Keep
All right.
listening, love. We'll talk back at you.
All right.
All right.
God bless.
Miss Prissy was the depiction of the look good girl, but is a bad girl. She was the animated version that you got to see. Miss Prissy was very persnickety until she wouldn't.
Until she wouldn't.
Until she wouldn't.
Then she's ignorant.
Then she was a lot of stuff. A lot of other adjectives.
What you got for us, Josh?
Man, I had one, but Naren might be right on that one. So I don't want to say it, but I tell you what, she got to be the finest cartoon character ever made, though. Just keep it at that. I still remember that girl, but she's not Looney Tunes.
That's all right. Name her anyway, because I know you want to.
I do want to name her, but I'm gonna try my guess first.
All right.
What about Beaky Buzzard?
Who?
Beaky.
Beaky Buzzard.
Beaky Buzzard. Yes, sir. Number 4. That's number 4 on the list. Beaky Buzzard.
I thought another one name was number 4 on the list. So you had 2 number 4s. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Number 8.
number
No.
8.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Beaky Buzzard is number 8.
He
number
was doing
4 was
multiplication in
Gossamer.
his brain.
Number 4 was Gossamer.
He was
Again,
multiplying.
another character that might be on that dope, that Beaky Buzzard.
That's Beaky Buzzard. Absolutely. Now, what was that name you really wanted to say, bro?
That old fine Jessica Rabbit.
I knew you wanted to talk about Jessica.
Of course.
Thank you for that, baby. Keep listening.
Listen, Jessica, get it.
I'm sure you figure out a way to dip yourself in the toxic chemical to get into Toon Lane. I'm sure.
I gotta do it.
Yeah, but she's a
Sorry,
rabbit. But it's okay.
No, Jessica Rabbit was a animated human. She wasn't a rabbit. That rabbit was her last name.
I don't care. Whatever it was,
All right. That's fair. That is fair.
Bye, Josh. Later, man. That you said straight up.
I don't. She wasn't
whatever
a rabbit.
kind of species she is.
I'ma take it. I hear you. But she wasn't a rabbit. She was married to the rabbit.
Yes, indeed. Which begs so many questions.
Well, we know what rabbits tend to like to do.
Yeah, and Jessica like rabbits.
Well.
Anyway, 504-582-9422.
Johnny on the spot. Quick.
GI. It's not always a good thing. It's not always a good thing. What you got for us, cuz?
Hubie and Birdie.
Hubie and Birdie. Hubie and Birdie. Show us Hubie and Birdie. Keep calling, dog. Keep listening, all right? Later.
You ain't got the scratch on it?
Yeah, it didn't come on.
What?
Mustang Sally, welcome back, love. Who you got for us?
Thank you so much. I mean, the bunny rabbit is just like what the king say. They go from B to B to B. Now, I'm going to give y'all somebody that reminds me of myself. I'm going to say Betty Boop. Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop was based on a black woman.
Based on a black woman. She certainly was. So I can see why. For that, you certainly get honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that, Mustang
Okay,
Sally.
good.
All right,
y'all
love.
have a great day.
You do too. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yes, indeed, man. I'm telling you right now, that's how this is going.
Mm-hmm.
Pam, I thought you said you wasn't calling us back no more, Pam.
Oh, boy.
I changed my mind.
Oh, well,
That's okay.
That's your prerogative.
Bear with me, Kim.
It's fine.
You remember that little frog that used to wear the top hat and dance all the time? Michigan frog? He used to dance and perform.
Wait. What did he do?
He would dance with a little top hat on. Michigan frog.
Michigan frog. You remember what he sang?
He would sing. I don't think he would really sing. He would just be dancing, and he had a little stick, and he'd kick his legs up, his little frog legs up. I cannot remember if he sang. I think he was just a dancer.
He was just a dancer, but he had a stick, though.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he had a little stick, and it wasn't a cane.
It was a frog stick.
Yeah, okay, if you say so. But he was a Looney Tune character. His name was Michigan J. Frog.
Michigan J. Show us Michigan J. Frog.
Ooh, yeah.
Number one answer.
Yes! Oh, my God! Oh, yes!
And right now, you actually sound like Michigan J. Frog.
I'm done for the day.
We've heard that before, Pam. We've heard that before.
Or
We'll
not.
talk to you later.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, Roy, what's happening?
How you doing there on Front Porch? This is Roy from,
man,
New Orleans.
great, man. Great.
Well, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna throw him this name in the head. How about the Tasmanian Devil?
Oh, man.
Tasmanian
Taz.
Devil.
Show us Tasmanian Devil. Honorable mention because he was definitely not obscure.
No.
People know the Tasmanian Devil, Jack.
Yes, and you saw him with the Wild E and the Roadrunner.
That's right. That's right.
Whenever they were in the canyons, that's where he
That's
was
where Taz
located.
popped up.
Mhm.
Thank you for that, my friend. Keep listening here.
All right.
All
y'all
right,
take care.
Roy. Later. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stick and stay. We'll be back on the other side of the break. You still got a few more left out there, and I'm wondering how many of y'all is on y'all communication device. See you on the other side of the break.
honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared, Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday. Trying to get the rest of these answers
They're
on
doing,
the top
they're
10.
doing pretty good.
Doing pretty doggone good. Ain't but a couple of them left. Y'all digging way back deep into the recesses.
They trying to fix what happened yesterday.
Well, yeah. Well, Nyron got a chance to play Stump with Craig Franklin on. I'm sure today they figured they had to come
They
back
had to
and
come
make
back
up
and
for
do it better.
Top 10 lesser known or more obscure Looney Tunes characters. We've got number one answer. Michigan J. Frog, which was that song that you just heard. He got famous for the WB.
Yes, he did.
He was resurrected. He was. He came
stopped,
back.
He stopped croaking.
He stopped croaking and came back.
That was the biggest frustration of his manager / pet owner.
That's right.
He would break out into the whole song and dance, and then when he tried to get other people to see it, go back to being a frog.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Ribbit.
Slowly but surely driving crazy. Michigan J. Frog, number one. Slowpoke Rodriguez is number two. Penelope Pussycat, number three. Gossamer is number four. Number five is still out. Number six is still out. Number seven, Sam the Sheepdog.
Yes.
Number eight, we got, right? Beaky Buzzard.
Yes.
Number 9 is still out. And number 10.
Did somebody say number 9? Yeah.
Did somebody say
number
somebody
9.
said Witch
Yes.
Hazel? Somebody said Witch Hazel. Okay,
Yes.
Witch Hazel, number 9. And number 10 is still out. So
Yes.
y'all doing pretty good, man.
Not so bad.
Not too bad. You got about half hour left in the show for y'all to get those last 3 or 4 answers.
Yes.
So feel free to give us a call without going into your phone. That's that hook.
Yeah.
And see, because y'all coming up with characters that you remember that may or may not be
obscure.
Either obscure or Looney Tunes. Or
Well,
Looney Tunes.
So far, we, for the most part, had guesses at being from the Looney Tunes, with the exception of Josh and his Jessica Rabbit, but he did give his answer for his Looney Tunes character. So far, they've been doing kind of staying the course.
I'm going to just say bullwank.
No, goodness. Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah. So
I
2.
would get that in there, baby.
2.
That's right.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's
But I'm
not bad.
And when I look at what you guys have been saying, because y'all were way, way off on the answers some of y'all were giving on the front porch.
On the front porch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some, you know.
Some are on it, some of y'all were way off.
But y'all are funny.
Y'all are talking about.
This is a whole comedy show.
It's the reaction to the sound effects that I think is the most funnest part.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. But I'm glad that you all are entertained, at least for this 3-hour span, because yeah, it's light right now. It's real light.
It's supposed to be.
I love it.
That's why you come sit on the porch.
Yes.
Y'all world gonna be there when you leave here.
Oh, goodness.
And you're welcome to it. 504-582-9422. Hey, Josh, what's good?
I don't know. This dude might be popular on the street. I'm going to give it a shot.
Come on.
Marvin the Martian?
Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian. Bit
Well,
obscure.
he look like he marched for John.
He didn't but Marvin actually got a boost in his popularity after Space Jam.
No, before
Space Jam.
Because he was always trying to take over things, and I want to say like in the 80s for sure. Marvin the Martian was an active.
He moved from obscure to
you saw him a little more.
Yeah. Good guess, though, my brother.
No problem.
All right, lay it up. Yeah, see
in his voice.
Marvin the Martian.
Yes.
I don't know him well enough to do a Martian. How did he sound?
I can't do it, but it's when he talks, it's almost like he's swallowing his voice or trying to choke back the sound of his voice in how he speaks. It's really it's nerdy, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it, but he always sounds like he is. He's always trying to restrain himself and keep his emotions in check, but it sounds like he's doing so when he talks. So yeah.
Marvin the Martian. I'm trying to remember, but it's gonna come.
He's the big head with
I remember he got the helm, the green.
Yes.
I can see him. I just don't remember him talking. He's kind of like Gazoo from. Remember Gazoo?
Was that not Great Ape? It was the Jetsons?
The Jetsons.
Okay.
Very good.
There you
See
go.
that? Come on, brain.
There you go. It finally connected because, listen, the struggle is real on trying to remember some of these things.
That's the beautiful part. That's the beautiful part about that whole thing. You go there, dig down in the recesses of your brain and come up with whatever. If it's a cartoon character, kick it up to us. Kick it up to us. Now, Josh said you can't tell him that Michigan J. Frog didn't graduate from HBCU with as a drum major.
Maybe.
Well, he could have gone to Juilliard for dance too, for theater.
For theater, for voice,
yeah,
for dance, all of those things.
Which all could have started as a drum major.
Possibly.
It could have started as a drum major.
Possibly.
You just never know. Yes, indeed, y'all. Got a couple more answers left out there.
So looking up Marvin the Martian, they asked, a question was up there that asked, what is Marvin the Martian's mental illness?
Marvin the Martian's mental illness?
Yes. It said that Marvin
schizophrenia
most likely suffers from psychotic disorder, delusional disorder, and grandiose and the grandiose type. Yeah.
Like the rest of us.
It says, but his dog, on the other hand, shares his master's delusion in that he slavishly follows him despite Marvin's illness and clearly should be labeled a shared psychotic disorder.
Yeah.
Probably adult.
You're really getting too deep in the cartoons. Just when you start to give.
In all honesty, if we pay attention and go back and think about the behaviors of some of the childhood characters,
that's why I won't do it.
There had to have been some sort of disorder.
Frogs.
Snuffleupagus
was a strange beast. What was he? How do you know that in that state of being, that's not his regular state?
And the donkey from Winnie the Pooh, another depressive.
You're putting human states on creatures that aren't human.
But humans created the characters, so the personalities were given.
There. But see that what I'm saying? If you create the whole character, Snuffleupagus was a what? A Snuffleupagus. And in Snuffleupagus,
a mammoth, maybe? Was he a mammoth?
In Snuffleupagus,
oh God,
your regular, ordinary
I
day
gotta look and see now.
Might be like that. You can't just project depression on the Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus had to have been depressed
because you want him to be depressed.
I guess
Snuffleupagus might have been fine. How do you not know?
Something was wrong with Snuffleupagus.
Nothing was wrong with Snuff. Snuff was fine.
He got up when Big Bird came around.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Big Bird.
When his boy came around.
Yeah.
He's elephant-like, so a mammoth would fall under that category.
I see a mammoth.
Yeah.
And when have you seen an elephant that didn't look depressed but was probably fine?
I don't know that I've ever looked at an elephant and considered it depressed.
Elephant, that's my point. Now, elephants don't never look excited. Right? Unless it's a runaway elephant, you about to kill some people. But most of the elephants just chill. But you don't see them as depressed. You just see them as chill. So see, Snuffleupagus got a bad raw deal.
I don't know.
Y'all want to put y'all projecting on that man.
Hey, bird. He was always somber and sad sounding.
But he could have been just fine. The man wasn't depressed. He was fine. It was fine. Shouts out to you, Snuff. Keep your head up, big boy. You know? But we do it because then who was the other one you said problem?
Eeyore. Eeyore was always.
Eeyore was just
where Tigger was on speed, had to have been.
See, all of these human project. He couldn't have just been a hype kid that was not given
Piglet,
Adderall.
something was wrong with him too. He had high anxiety.
Man, y'all really, y'all just need to move to the woods. 504-582-9422. Hey, Nelson, good morning.
Hello?
Nelson, you there?
Good morning. Y'all, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Man, what's happening with you?
Oh, I just wanted to, I missed the list, but the one I came up with.
Hold up. You want to hear the list again?
Oh, yeah, I want to say something somebody already said.
There you go. That's smart. Hold on 1 second. All right. Number 1, Michigan J. Frog. Number 2, Slowpoke Rodriguez. Number 3, Penelope Pussycat. Number 4, Gossamer. Number 5 is still out. Number 6 is still out. Sam the Sheepdog is number 7. Beaky Buzzard is number 8. Witch Hazel was number 9. And number 10 is still out.
Okay. I have Henry Hawk.
Well, man, we just got through talking about Henry Hawk.
We did.
Yeah.
Henry Hawk.
Henry. You got an honorable mention for that, though. All right?
Okay.
All right, Nelson. Thank you, bro.
Thanks for calling.
Henry Hawk, my man.
Never even. I knew he was a chicken hawk, but never knew his name.
Henry.
Ever. It was the chicken hawk because he kept announcing that he was a chicken hawk.
Henry.
Henry.
He ain't play about that life.
Henry.
Come up hard, that Henry.
Henry was, what was he? He had a Napoleonic complex.
See, I was about to say, so what is the psychological definition of what was Bugs Bunny?
Narcissist.
Just narcissist?
Mm-hmm. Narcissist. And
but he said, why was Bugs a narcissist when Bugs, like,
as much as he was entertaining, he was terrible. He was always doing stuff to other people.
When they came mess with him, Bugs would be, what's up, Doc? He chewing the carrot, wonder what's happening. Elmer Fudd come hunting. The other people come trying to flood out. He said, I'm not bothering nobody. I'm chilling. And because I come back, see, that's what's happening. One man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist.
Well,
Bugs need a new publicist.
This is what it says about Bugs Bunny.
This is what who said?
AI on Google.
There we go.
All
Everybody know that's right.
So, some have theorized that Bugs Bunny's behavior is indicative of codependent control. That's narcissistic.
It didn't say that. Keep reading.
Then it goes on to list understanding triggers. Bugs understands his partner's triggers and uses them to his advantage. That is manipulative. Controlling reactions. Bugs appears out of control, but he controls his partner's reactions to emotional chaos. And then increasing control. Bugs' control over the relationship increases as his partner's self-esteem. Narcissist.
No.
All right.
Not at all.
Manipulative.
Of course not. If you mess with him, he gets you back.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's what happened.
He took delight in picking with people.
When was Bugs the aggressor, man? When did Bugs actively go out? Now, he didn't start, but he finished.
Oh, wait. No, here we go. Borderline disorder. It's borderline personality disorder is what this says about it. Okay.
Of course it's what that says about it.
Borderline disorder is where a person has unstable moods, behavior, and relationships. Bugs Bunny is always using manipulative techniques as well as tremendous mood swings towards the other characters. Also, Bugs is doing self-destruction and self-harm in many of his scenes.
I ain't heard nothing about narcissism.
Whatever.
See that?
Right.
See, I told you Bugs, now they might say that Bugs was too much when he got back at the people, blowing up Elmer Fudd and dropping bombs on them and all that kind of stuff. Saying, wait, that's, man, if you leave me alone, you won't get none of this.
But I don't feel like people started with Bugs Bunny first
of
all
course
the time.
They did. You hunting a rabbit. How you not start? I'm Bugs Bunny chilling. And here you come with a double barrel shotgun, a little hat, But you didn't do me nothing.
That's only one person. That's not the only person that Bugs had issue with.
Well, who else Bugs had issue with?
Daffy. Bugs had issue. Let's see. I'm gonna look this up, but those two stick out. Bugs and Daffy definitely had an issue. Was it Yosemite Sam? Did they have some sort of interaction?
They always had an action. They had no beef.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yosemite ain't never tried to hunt Bugs to my knowledge. The only one tried to hunt Bugs was Elmer Fudd. Now, him and Daffy got into it because that was a battle of wits. Daffy tried to be slick, trying to do something, and he'd get beat because Bugs ain't play that. Bugs from Uptown.
No.
I'm telling you, man.
No.
I'm telling you, that's what's up.
So let's see. He's had issues with Cecil Turtle, of course, Elmer Fudd. Let's see. Who else did he have problems with? Because I feel like he had beef with everybody. And if it smell like cabbage everywhere you go, you the cabbage.
But if you say he had beef with everybody, but see, that's the whole point. Did Bugs have beef with...
Man, Kimber, you just trying to build a case against that man. I'm like grilling.
Come on
all
now.
All them folks came at Bugs.
Come on. All them people came at Bugs.
All
of them.
Coyote?
I don't know if they all started with him.
I'm telling you, you got...
I'm gonna give Elmer Fudd because that was his thing.
He was a hunter.
Yeah.
Now, what other beef? Daffy always had a scheme, and he tried to involve Bugs with the scheme. And Bugs would get us, all right, you want to try to be slick? I'm going to out slick the slicker. You know you can't BS a BS. So,
and Kimber, what about Wile E. Coyote buying all this dynamite from Amazon to try to kill Bugs to eat him too?
I thought he was trying to kill the Roadrunner. I don't ever recall him trying to hurt Bugs Bunny.
And he went after Bugs too, because Bugs the one that drew that tunnel on him.
He drew the tunnel in the side of the wall.
Outside of the mountain. So, man, look. And then I never understood about Wile. You got all that money to buy dynamite, but you can't go to a restaurant.
Yeah, I say, bro, he wanted fresh Roadrunner.
Wile need to get his stuff together. What about Hector the Bulldog?
Oh, sure as Hector the Bulldog. That's a good one. I forgot about Hector. Sure as Hector the Bulldog. Honorable mention, Josh.
What? That's Miss Ann Kirkpatrick's dog.
Oh,
bye, bro.
Get off the phone.
Bye.
It's all.
Now, what you find? What you find about Bugs,
take it
man?
Too far.
See what you find about? I told you, Bugs, man. Bugs ain't a starter. Bugs a finisher.
I don't know.
Bugs a finisher.
I don't know.
What y'all say? Y'all watch Bugs Bunny? Did Bugs react or did Bugs start? Did Bugs Bunny react? Or did Bugs Bunny start?
I know Elmer Fudd started with him, and then I don't remember how the issue started with Yosemite Sam. I don't remember most of this stuff because I don't know the last time I watched
cartoons.
Yeah,
Yesterday,
Looney Tunes in particular. But yeah,
504-582-9422. Hashim, how you doing, brother? Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
We are
Doing well. Good morning.
I'm checking y'all out in between jobs. I'm out here doing this cable work.
For sure.
Did anybody guess? How about Emma?
Emma? Emma who?
Grandma Emma.
Who grandma?
Who? What do they call her?
You don't remember? That's what they call her, Emma. You don't remember you don't remember the episode with Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny when Yosemite Sam was it Yosemite Sam? Nah, it was the little gangster dude, and Bugs Bunny brought the police in there, and no, it was Yosemite Sam. That's the one. And he said, I got a letter for you, Sam. It's from St. Louis. Who is it? He said, it's Emma. And Sam used to bust that Emma, that old lady, Granny.
You know, that old lady what?
Her name was Granny.
That's
there
the
we
one.
go.
See, boy, you know.
Because we like, who? Granny.
I see won't give a government name, man.
It was like, who?
All we were looking for was Granny.
Granny. It was like, who?
Boy, you told that lady whole business. You told that lady whole business, cuz. Yes,
I hear
indeed.
you.
But say, my brother, you just got the number 5 answer. You just knocked Granny off the list and save your folks.
There you go.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, baby. Take
All right,
care.
have
Y'all
a good
take
one.
it easy. Later.
Later. Yes. Granny, also known as Emma Webster.
Emma Webster was her name.
Did not know her name was beyond Granny.
That was Granny.
There you
because,
go.
see, Granny,
There you go.
if y'all remember, Granny was one of the very few human beings in Looney Tunes. One of the very few human beings in Looney Tunes. Granny, Yosemite Sam,
he was
Elmer
human-ish.
Fudd. No,
He was
Yosemite Sam
human-ish.
was human. Elmer Fudd was
he looked
human.
like a Muppet.
He could have been, but I know some people that look like Muppets, and I'm not going to hold that against them. But we're going to talk more about them on the other side of the break. It's the Front Porch, WBOK, 12:30 a.m., what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
We're going to see y'all on the other side of the break.
I think I'm gonna make another quill.
WBOK 12:30 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning, y'all.
Brother Jared, Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass right here on this Trivia Tuesday, bringing it to you, y'all.
On that, I'm going to just say Bullwinkle.
See? I knew you was going to find a way to work it in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a trendsetter, Jack.
Oh. Here we go again.
I'm a trendsetter,
It's
Jack.
2025. It's time to make the pitch again.
That's right. Jack ain't going nowhere. As long as Graylin here, Jack ain't going nowhere.
Lord,
Trust me, Jack.
help us all.
But that was, see, back then, you could have Elmer Fudd with a speech impediment. And he would go on to become a beloved cartoon character because of his speech
impediment.
But you can't do that today.
I feel like you have to have it today. If you pay attention to a lot of the shows, they do this checklist thing. They go to make sure you have all of the demographics that you can possibly check. So I feel like you could have an Elmer Fudd now.
Who you gonna have if they don't? If everybody on TV, you either gonna be big, thick, or Hollywood good looking, slim. Good looking for the camera.
There are different pieces that they use for the checklist. You're gonna have black. You're gonna have white. You're gonna have Latino representation. You're gonna have Asian representation. You're gonna have queer representation. You're gonna have people with disabilities.
That's what I'm about to say. Where the impediment? Now, these are all categories, of course, but where is the
it's either going to show up as a stutter in adults, or it's going to show up as a lisp in a kid. Where's somebody been?
What show? Where they had a stutterer?
What series? I mean, what movie? Yeah. They've had movies.
What movies they about stutterer?
I'm fitting to kick this. You don't know what
That's
movie
the
that
Harlem
is?
Nights. Yes. Boy, from The Boxer. That was a character but you don't have no. He was being made fun of because he was a professional boxer, and they was using his speech impediment to make it like big old dude, and he got a speech impediment. It didn't have no ramification from the people who have speech impediments, but you haven't seen that in network television, cable television, streaming. There's not people are just not that open, I don't think, to see it. We don't want to see it. They know it exists. And if it comes out, it'll be a way to make fun of. But to have somebody in a major show that had a talk like Elmer Fudd doing Shakespeare, to be or not to be,
Lord have mercy.
Or it's just a soap opera. You're the president of the company, and we're being overtaken in a hostile takeover. What do you think we do? Well, the first thing we do.
Speech impediments in film, and these are newer films versus like the throwbacks. King George IV, that came out in 2010. In the King's Speech is the name of the movie.
That was the guy with this who had a crippling stutter. That was a movie about him. Yeah, that was a movie about his stutter.
In A Fish Called Wanda, you had
that was John Cleese. That was a funny
Lee
movie.
Curtis had a speech impediment.
Jamie Lee Curtis in A Fish Called Wanda.
And The Elephant Man, you had.
He was an impediment.
I needed a riff, but hey, fine.
But listen, if you
Rocket Man, Elton John, they talked about his, and that's a biography, of course. A Beautiful Mind had someone with a speech impediment.
Yeah.
And Perks of Being a Wallflower, the protagonist.
So now, what about television shows? Look for television shows with characters with speech defects in television shows.
I mean, hell, Urkel had a.
Urkel just had an irritating voice.
But he did lisp when he talked.
But it wasn't, again, nerd, pants pull up. It all went in character. But it wasn't his voice was the last thing you'd make because he was the nerd. That's what they everything about him was pokeable. You could poke fun at him. Everything about him, everything about his character.
Cartman has a speech impediment.
We gonna do South Park. You
He
know I like
does.
South.
He does have a speech impediment.
I don't know if we want the whole South Park.
And not as a beacon, but I mean, he did have a speech impediment. And the pervy man on Family Guy had a speech impediment because doesn't he whistle when he talks?
Animation, you can get away with everything. What about regular? See, I'm telling you, you don't see that. Y'all think about that. What television shows have you seen that featured a character that had a voice impediment? That sounded like Elmer Fudd-ish. You know.
So they talked about 3 different people who are actual characters, but I don't Shake It Up. Was it a series or a movie? Because that's something that's from Disney. It was what? It was a series. Okay, so CeCe Jones, a character in Shake It Up who has dyslexia, had a speech disorder. I knew Shake It Up was from Disney, but that's not something I've ever really watched, so I can't attest to that. And then Captain Raph Macaulay, a character in Pearl Harbor, who also had a speech impediment, and then Abed Nadir, a character in Community, who is often described as having Asperger's syndrome. And I have never watched those particular shows, so I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go. So listen, Elmer Fudd was a trailblazer. Shouts out to you. Keep it up, bro.
Oh. Here we go. Jimmy Five and the rest of them are what are they? They're cartoon.
Cartoon characters.
Yeah.
The List, Michigan J. Frog, Slowpoke Rodriguez, Penelope Pussycat, Gossamer. Number 5 was Granny, which we got. Number 6, Egghead Jr. Number 7, Sam the Sheepdog. Number 8, Beaky Buzzard. Number 9, Witch Hazel. And number 10, Claude the Cat. Claude the Cat. Thank y'all for giving us 3 hours out of your lives that you'll never get back. And we certainly hope we've given you a little bit of something in return for the investment of your time. I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Brother Jared, Brother Nair, and Brother Justin on the other side of the glass. Y'all practice random acts of kindness. Take care of each other and yourselves. And we're going to see y'all on the flip.